just okay.
Start the show already. Sheesh.
Well, good morning, everybody. Good morning, good morning, good morning. How are you all today? I hope you're doing well. I'm sure Ketchup is just getting her coffee. She'll be in here shortly, I'm sure. Hope you all had a wonderful, wonderful Saturday night. Just J Hip did, just J Hip did. I was watching the Fleabag show last night. I guess I won an award or something. I don't know. A spin to sin or something. I went to sin to spin. I don't know. I don't know what it is. Hi, look around 318. Hi, Wanda. Thank you for staying awake. Hi, Happy and Faves and Bonnie, April's Crochet, and more. French Psycho, Crusty Old Witch. Good morning. And Ketchup is here. Hi, Ketchup.
Hi.
Oh, it says Jay sucks on your screen.
It's from the other day. Hold on, I'll change it.
If it's still fitting, you can leave it. Softly Spoken One is here. Dragon's Gravy. I love Myrtle Beach. Good morning. Good morning, David. How are you, Cindy? Good morning, Renee's Retro Relics. Good morning. Hi, everybody. I scrolled up a little bit. I think we're kind of caught up. I think possibly. I hope so. In the Clouds is here. Itty Bitty's here. Good morning. As people
My cat literally just walked over my keyboard and stepped on it.
Hi, Witch X and Jen Thunder. Good morning.
Oh.
Some people have a sense of humor, Jay, says Rosalind Puke. All right. Kimmy's here. Hi, good morning. Rosalind. But no, I guess Ketchup. I won an award last night or something. I don't know what is it's a spin and sin or a sin to spin or
yeah, something stupid like that.
Now I'm stain drip. What the hell is that?
I guess that's you.
Stain drip?
First she called you drain drip, and then I think Tammy started the
I don't even know what
stain
that means.
drip thing.
Hi, Mama Burley. Like, if you're gonna make fun of me, have no sense of humor. J drip, stain drip. Yes, I guess I'm a sinner. I don't know. But if you're gonna make fun of me, do better. Be better. I mean, I can't even run with that one. I'm just like, yeah, I guess that's the thing. Hold on, let me look up. Let me see what a stain drip is on YouTube.
I would guess it would be
Stain drip. There's drain stain.
Drain stain. I didn't even know there was a drain stain, but okay.
Well, I guess it's for removing drain stain, but I don't know what drain drip or stain drip is. So I'm just going to say do better and be better. Hi, Gracia. Good morning. But yeah, I guess they, we were going over the wonderful customer service they provided. They were not happy. They definitely, who was it in the, on the email, the other end? I can't remember.
On the email. Oh, the one that you read about Liz?
It was Fleabag and
Liz, I think.
Oh yeah, Liz Barnes. Yeah, they were doing their back and forth, and she does not like Liz Barnes at all. Oh boy, she made that very clear. Just J Hip. See, Liz Barnes took all the heat, not just J Hip. No, and then I think it went back to Tug. It circled back to Tug for some reason. But I'll say this much, Fleabag. I'm pretty sure you were sharing photo snaps of my chat. I think that's against the law. You don't have.
I thought that was illegal.
Can't do that. Also, No, if you're gonna sully my channel by putting up, my very copyright protected images on your channel, all right, the Just J Hip Show, you could at least please tell everyone how much you love my show and how terrific and delightful it is. All right, as I always tell everyone how much I love your show. Okay, let's make things go both ways. Both ways, just saying. Just saying.
Just saying. Oh, Tammy doesn't like it that you say that we're saying that.
Oh yeah,
So-
they're gonna come up with a new word.
She's gonna have a meeting so
Yeah.
they can think up a new word. I'm like, wouldn't that be a new phrase?
Well, Tammy J is illiterate and stupid, but she made it very clear she expects to be in my next flea cap. Like I owe it to her to be in the next flea cap. You're in all of them, Tammy. All right. Hi, Ice T. What? JJ Bean Gang Gangsta saying you're perfect. I'm a perfect, yeah. Hey, Tammy J, no one was trying to prove Fleece is a fraud. It was a making fun of how Fleece never ever do drama. The fraud stuff happened genetically, remember? It was genetic fraud. Hi, Juliet and Jack's mom. How are you? Good morning. Yeah, it was an interesting show last night. You know, it was funny the night before I didn't put it in my flea cap. I didn't have time to squeeze it in. But did you catch the last hour of the show where they were talking about chicken skins and all the different chicken skins they like from the different restaurants, whether it be Popeyes?
Yeah. KFC.
Can't Popeyes because it says Cajun on it, and so she thinks it's too spicy for her. So Tammy doesn't go to Popeyes, has never had Chick-fil-A, right? But Slobby and Fleabag were talking about all the different chicken skins they like and how much they love chicken skins, and but they don't know where the chicken skin came from. Any case,
Yeah.
good morning. Jay likes to torture us. I do. Hi, Peculiar. Good morning, Peculiar.
Fleabag doesn't. Hey, Peculiar. Fleabag is not into crispy chicken, she said. She likes her chicken skins soft, lightly crisp.
When they were reading through the chat, I'm surprised they didn't read through your message in chat.
I know. I laughed so hard. I was kind of disappointed she didn't say anything about it.
Yeah,
honestly.
because you told Gabe, that you hoped he was really training hard with his THC and his muscle milk and his bong water. So
I said muscle milk instead of his bong water.
Yeah. And no, they skipped over that one. So yeah. Hey, Deb in Michigan, how are you? Good morning. Hi, Elizabeth Brass. How are you? Good morning. Yeah, it was an interesting one, but they spent a lot of time talking about stain drip and or drain drip or whatever. No, just all I'm saying is do better, be better. Okay. Hey, Nancy, how are you?
Even I wouldn't call you stain drip or drain drip.
It made no sense, but they can do what they want to do. I'm not judgy. I'm not judgy. Let me see. Now, last week we left off with Officer Redbeard was on stage. Now, I want to keep in mind that I believe one of the forensic people are going to be up on the stand today. We will skip over that one. We might listen to a little bit of Daryl Brooks back and forth with the guy because he clearly is out of his element. Hi, Joey. How are you? Good morning, Joey Fleetwood. He's clearly, Lavender Dragonfly, how are you? Clearly out of his element, even asking this guy questions. So maybe we'll grab a snippet of it. But day 8 starts getting really spicy. Day 12, I believe, is when we move right into sentencing. So we're not too far off. We're in day 7. Day 8 gets pretty spicy. That's when we get to Daniel Ryder, the guy who made him a sandwich. I thought it was genius. Drain, stain, drip, hip.
Now that I kind of like.
Yeah, you would, Roz. That's your sense of humor. Loving your flea bags over there. Yep. That's what you're doing. That's what you're doing. I'm not even rooting for you when you go into battle lips in the ring now. Now I'm rooting for lips.
I didn't watch your show last night, did you?
Lips the show?
Mm-hmm.
Oh yeah, it was great. Yeah, it was delightful.
Really?
That's one of the best shows. Well, the power went out again.
Shut up. I wonder if they're running on a generator.
Gee, hi, Penny Williams.
Because why would their power keep going out? That's so weird.
Roz gonna be boxing herself.
Hey, Joey.
I don't know what you're doing with your box, all right, Rosalind? Please, family show here. It's a Sunday, for God's
Stop
sake.
talking about Roz's box, please.
She is. She's just
We've been through this when you were talking about my box on stream.
Oh yeah, we did do that. Well,
Yeah, and I was like, knock it off. It's not appropriate.
Did you catch this terrible tug guy? Rosalind says you're brought it up.
I know, I'm yelling at Jay, not her. I mean,
who's typing for Rosalind? Vomit? It says you're brought it up.
Words are hard at 8 a.m. on Sunday morning.
No, this tug guy, he was over there grifting off my birthday. He did a pre-birthday just hip stream. Who is this?
That's because he's your protector.
Oh, that's true. He is my protector. That makes sense.
Tug doesn't have carte blanche?
I'm pretty sure he's currently sending me over a Cash App right now for money. He's done on my behalf. Wishing me a happy birthday for September. A little out there, Tug.
Well, I figured it this way. It's actually like the end of the first quarter since your last birthday. So he could do this every 4 months, like until your birthday. Well, so he could do 2 more and then your actual birthday.
Well, this is exciting because we are now in February and we only have 28 days left. And I believe we're in season 7. No, season 6. So season 7 starts March 1st of the What the Hell's Ecosystem show that they got running over there. Should be a good time to see what season 7 brings us. I'm looking forward to it. Also, don't forget tomorrow is Monday Refund Day, because of course Fleabag's going to be writing all those refund checks because we have passed through January, and as she said, the money goes back to everybody. Yeah, I'm looking forward.
Mm-hmm.
Boxing gloves.
Are those going to be money orders?
Frozen has boxing gloves on my fingers. Doritos filter was working again, or he learned how to cover his bruises. She's wearing boxing gloves on her fingers to type. She's practicing. It's part of her training.
Right? And Lips probably gave him a makeover, I'm guessing.
Yeah, I think somebody sent me a video I'll share tomorrow. I think it's Gabe helping write out all the refund checks. So that should be pretty good. So we'll see how that goes. But let's hop into our trial coverage here of Daryl Brooks. We got Officer Redbeard still up on the stand. Daryl Brooks had been cross-examining, and now I think they are on I think I don't know where we're at on this one, but we'll get to it. Let me turn the volume up here. And let's see. We're back into the trial, and let's get going.
That's sustained. It's a compound confusion and question right. And I also think it mischaracterizes the testimony.
You have to ask a question, Daryl. He's mid-poop.
And you said you made a statement during your testimony that you had learned that the suspect was not injured. Do you recall who you learned that information from?
I believe when I was back at the police department after the incident, so after using deadly force, you're ultimately removed from the scene. When I was at the police department, I was with a support officer and another detective. And at that point, I was still answering questions for investigating officers for what I saw, what I knew, what I saw in the vehicle. And I believe Detective Stern was at our substation with Daryl Brooks after taking him into custody. And I was shown a photo at that point, and I know I had asked if he sustained any injuries or if anyone else had sustained any injuries from my use of force. And at that point, I was not told that anyone had been struck by my gunfire.
So you just said you asked if the suspect or if anyone else was struck by the gunfire.
That's correct.
So you weren't sure at that point? Weren't
No,
sure.
I was not certain at that point. I can't describe it any more than it was just pure chaos. And at that point, I did not know if anyone else was injured from my rounds, or up until I was confirmed that you were not injured. At that point, no, I did not know if anyone was hurt until I was told that.
So would it be fair to say that, and as you just stated, you were unsure if
Hey,
the
Coop.
suspect or anyone else was injured? Would it be fair to say that there was a possibility because you did not know for certain?
Objection.
Grounds,
Sustain.
Hi, Tracy.
grounds for the sustain, Your Honor.
Asked and answered. Next question.
After the vehicle passed you, did you observe it strike anyone?
I did not observe it strike anyone after it passed me.
Do you recall who you, well, I think you did. I think you said you gave your report to Officer Kirby. Is that correct?
Detective Kirby, yes.
I'm sorry, Detective. Do you recall telling Detective Kirby that you were unaware of a vehicle on the parade route and you were unaware of people being injured?
Yes, I previously stated that.
Were you able to make out license plates from the vehicle when he passed you?
Back to the license place. Oh, but I know everybody's cold, but today it is supposed to be 45. It's supposed to be 50 on Thursday here. On 45 on Friday.
What?
46, 43. Oh, yeah. Warming up
You're a
here.
jerk. It's 15 degrees here right now, and the high is going to be 26.
Yeah, I finally caught alive. New job, new apartment. Congratulations, Melissa. New apartment and a new job. That is terrific. That's great. And you're here live with us. That's even better. Shut up, Jay, says Peculiar. Shut
Yep.
up, Jay.
I agree.
Well, I just want to point that out because it is very cold here, but we're getting a little warmer. Hopefully, it gets warmer around you fine folks as well. That's all I was saying.
Mm-hmm.
Hopefully, it's not just for Omaha, and the rest of you can get a little bit warmer over the course of this upcoming week. Man, maybe the groundhog doesn't see his shadow or sees a shadow. I don't know which is the good one, but hopefully. Oh, Mr. Coop, you're starting to sound like Slobby and Fleabag over there. Don't make me make fun of you. Don't you turn into a Slobby. Are you going to sit in your truck to warm up? Why does he have to go sit in his truck to warm up?
She went and sat in his truck. She was going out to the garage.
No, I'm talking about Slobby the other day.
Oh.
She's like, I'm going to sit in my truck and warm up.
Oh, I think because he goes outside to smoke. And he normally just sits out on his patio because sometimes he turns his camera on. And it's too cold for that.
But anyways, hopefully it warms up for all you fine folks. And I hope you're staying warm today. And yeah, let's get back to DB here. He's doing good.
I later learned that I must have, but I do not recall that.
So from what you recall at the time that the vehicle was passed, you don't recall getting the license plate?
At this time, I do not recall the license plate, but after I shot at the vehicle, I then responded out Main Street and started triaging victims. And after doing that, I met with officers, and because I couldn't get on the radio and give out as much information as I wanted to. So when I spoke with other officers, that's when I explained to them that I was the one that had shot. It was not a suspect shooting, it was me. And that the vehicle in question was a red Ford Escape. And I believe I was talking to Detective Casey, Specialist Moss. I believe there might have been another officer there as well. And I must have provided a license plate to Detective Casey during that debrief on scene. I did not know about that until about 2 days later when I gave my statement to Detective Kirby and Detective Casey, because that is when I was informed by Detective Casey that I had actually provided him a correct license plate, but I don't remember that.
Hi, Chip.
Hi, Chibby.
Hi, Stephen.
Any reason why you didn't mention the license plate in your report?
Because like I stated, I don't remember it.
So it'd be fair to say if you don't remember it, then it's a possibility that you didn't get the license plate number.
I would say that if Detective Casey is telling me that I told him on scene during a traumatic incident that I provided him the license plate of the vehicle, I'd have to believe that Detective Casey is correct. There's many things that you do not remember during a traumatic incident, and I believe that's because your brain prevents you from remembering everything.
So you would describe it as a traumatic incident that you do recall using deadly force and recalling that you
Hi, Body Watcher. Rick Beats here. Hi, the Body Watcher.
was aiming for, but not the license plates or anything else like that.
That is correct.
Would it be fair to say that because you describe it as a traumatic event, that there was a lot of things that you probably don't recall about the incident?
I would agree with that. I would think that there's a lot of things when I started going up West Main Street and started seeing the absolute destruction. I know there's things that I did and saw that I don't really remember and I don't really want to remember.
Will one of those possibly be the suspect that you keep naming?
No.
Good question.
And how did you come to the knowledge of the make and model of the vehicle when on the exhibit that was shown, you only had interaction with it for a few seconds? How were you able to make out the make and the model of the vehicle?
Because that vehicle model has been out for quite some time and I'm halfway decent with vehicles and I readily recognized that it was a Ford Escape.
So you've seen many Ford Escapes?
Yes.
And you said the model has been out for some time. So what do you mean by that? Do you mean
It's
an older
2022
model?
now, and that Ford model was approximately a 2008-ish to maybe a 2011, 2010-ish. So yeah, they've been out for over a decade.
And how did you come to that knowledge of the estimate of the years that the model could have been? Would you agree that that's pretty difficult to know just off the bat?
No.
Would that be fair to say?
No.
So it would be pretty easy to tell the make and model in year of a vehicle just by looking at it.
That is correct.
So it'd be fair to say if someone had a vehicle right here in front of you, you'd be able to tell just by looking at it for a couple of seconds the make, the model, and the year.
Depending on what vehicle it is, yeah, quite likely. I'm decent with vehicles.
What do you mean by decent?
I can recognize many vehicles that are manufactured. Part of being a police officer is dealing with vehicles. We run a lot of vehicle registration plates. So when you match the registration to a vehicle on a response, you become very well accustomed to the many different vehicles that are manufactured.
Did you at any time see the registration of the vehicle that passed you?
Like I stated previous, I debriefed with Detective Casey during the incident, and he stated that I gave him a registration number, a registration plate for it. I do not recall giving him that registration plate, but Detective Casey informed me that I provided him a correct license plate for that vehicle.
Would it be fair to say that a registration kit would it be fair to say that that automatically links to the make and model and the year of the car? Would it be fair to say that? That if you rent, or if we're judging by the license plates, if you were conducting a stop, and to do that, you will have to run the license plates. Would it be fair to say that all that information would come up in your computer when you run the license plate? That'd be fair to say?
Finally, he said license plate at least once. Oh, thank you, Dirk.
He must have heard someone else say it.
Oh, finally. Oh, don't worry. And the next episode on day 8 That's when Judge Doro, he's going to say, so I'm safe to say this tacit agreement. She says, I have no agreements with you, tacit or otherwise. And then Daryl starts saying tacit after that, like, oh, Daryl learned something.
You had a lot of questions right there. So
Okay, let me back up then. So if you were conducting a traffic stop,
okay,
and you pulled up the license plates of the vehicle that you were stopping, would the information registered to that vehicle show in your computer?
if the license plate is actually accurate and current to that actual vehicle, yes,
Just so we're clear, the information would come up though.
that is correct. It should, as long as the system is working.
And did you have a system or any equipment that could have assisted you in learning the make and the model and year of the vehicle at the time of the incident?
No, I was on foot with no other equipment.
So is it fair to say that you did not know that information until later when you were told by Detective Casey or another detective?
No, because like I previously stated, I can recognize vehicles pretty well, and I knew it was a Ford Escape, and I knew the approximate year of it.
You did testify that, and you can also see from the exhibit video that the front end of the vehicle was damaged. Would that be fair to say?
That is correct.
And you can still make out the make and model and year of the vehicle with extensive damage.
That is correct.
Did you see the emblem of the vehicle at that point?
I don't recall if I saw an emblem or not. I know the body style of the vehicle, and I knew it was a Ford Escape.
Would it be fair to say that many SUVs have the same type of body build?
I'm sure some vehicles do look similar.
So that would it be fair to say that there's a possibility that you could not make out the make and model and year of the vehicle, especially with it being extensively damaged to the front?
No, I was confident that it was a Ford Escape.
Did you notice any tints on the vehicle?
Thanks, French.
The front windshield that I looked through, I know was not tinted, or was not tinted enough to not make me recognize you.
Did you see any tints on the side of the vehicle?
Not that I recall. And if they were, they weren't that dark.
You don't recall though, for sure, if there were any tints to any windows of the vehicle you saw.
Well, all windows are tinted to some extent. It just depends on to what percentage of tint that they come with. So I'm sure there is tint on the windows, because vehicles come from the factory with some level of window tint. So I guess to your question, was there any window tint? I'm sure there was, but not to a degree that would prevent me from seeing who was driving it.
Explain what you mean by tint percentage.
So there's different varying degrees of tint that you can put on vehicles.
Can you elaborate for the jury? Browns.
Browns.
I'll overrule the objection. Mr. Brooks, please ask your question again.
You stated that all cars come from the manufacturer with some level of tint, but you made a reference to percentage.
Correct.
Can you elaborate on percentage? What would constitute a darker tint versus a lighter tint?
Well, you've asked two questions now, so which one do you want him to answer first?
The last one, I'm sorry.
So you're asking about
About
lighter
the 10
versus darker.
percentage. About the 10 percentage.
So like a 50% tint would be a lighter tint than like a 35% tint.
So the lower the percentage, the darker the tint.
That is correct.
Okay.
How does that matter when you had your window open,
You stated that
idiot?
you're pretty decent with making out making model and years of vehicles based on your line of work. Would that be fair to say?
That is correct.
Would you know of the make and model of the vehicle that you saw that day?
I am Mark.
Would you know if those model vehicles come from the manufacturer with any tint?
To be honest with you, I don't work for Ford, so I don't know if they come with tint, but I would assume, as most vehicles, when they come from the factory, they come with some sort of tint. I believe usually the front is approximately 50% tint, and the rears are usually, I think, 25 or 30 or something like that.
So from your knowledge, the backer windows are usually coming from the manufacturer, maybe a little bit darker than the front.
Correct.
No further questions.
Very briefly, thank you. So the barricades that we saw at the intersection where you were posted, those have been blown over by the wind?
Yes. So when I deployed the barricades initially, standing upright, they kept on blowing directly, like right off the street. So I tipped them down on their sides so they wouldn't, I guess, catch as much wind, and they wouldn't blow all over the place.
Did those barricades appear to slow down the SUV as it drove through them?
Objection, speculation.
Overruled, he may answer, given all of the cross.
No, it did not slow the vehicle down at all.
You discharged your firearm 3 times toward the vehicle?
That is correct.
Did all 3 rounds strike the vehicle?
Yes, they did.
Will we please put up for the jury exhibit number 3, which has previously been published?
Clark, you're not a problem. We're always joking, my friend. You're never a problem. Trust me, Clark. You're a wonderful, wonderful person. I only busting your chops. I'm only busting your chops the same way I bust Smitty's and everyone else. My goodness, Clark. I love you.
Yeah.
Don't take it personally. We just goof around over here.
Jay's just naturally a jerk.
Yes, just like I was giving Kelvin a hard time. All right, no,
That means he likes you, Clark.
yes, Clark. That means I like you. Okay, don't take it personally. Much love. Trust me, Clark. I think the entire deal was funny. Okay, and that is
And
why.
ridiculous.
It's just so stupid what Ray did. But no, I'm just giving you a hard time because I like you, Clark, and it was funny. So please, Clark, don't rage quit on just JF. It's never personal. If I make fun of someone in chat or give you a hard time, it's because I like you and I appreciate it. All right? I really did appreciate you. Okay, so don't go away, man. Yeah, no, don't go away, Clark. Much love to Clark Stark. My goodness.
Oh, and Smitty's here. Hey, Smitty.
Oh, look. And even Smitty says Smitty knows Jay's a cheat. Yeah. Hey, ah, arrived because my ears were burning and my name stuck like this for 2 more days. What did it say? For 2 more days. Jay, watch me and try and be funny. So no, Clark. If you stick around, hopefully you stuck around for another 4 seconds after you type that. I hope you don't have hard feelings because no, I really think you were funny. I thought it was terrific. And no, if I ever am picking on someone in the chat, it's because I like you. Okay, so there you go, Clark Stark. Much love, much love. Stick around. Hi, Green Flamingo. How are you?
Clark, are you still here?
Clark, I hope you're still here, Clark Stark. He'll listen. He'll finish it. He'll listen and he'll see. No, I love Clark Stark. Yeah, stick around. We love you. All right? We just joke. You're a good guy.
We just think Ray is a moron.
Yes, it's really more about out of satire making fun of Ray by giving Clark Stark a hard time.
Yeah, because the whole thing is ridiculous.
Did you not catch Megan's stream where she was talking? I sent her a text message. I was like, Megan Fox. I mean, trust me, Clark, you're not a problem.
Hey, Mom Coop.
Oh, hi, Mama Coop. Well, Clark, I hope you hear that, and I hope you stick with us because no, it was just a joke. Never take things. Yeah, just that's Joey. Look what happens to Joey.
Oh, yeah. At least you're not Joey.
Yeah, we
Joey's really gotten it.
we pick on our chat over here a little bit because actually the chat all picks on me. Hey, Jaws is here. The chat always picks on me, and no, I throw a few jabs out there for fun, but it's we do love you. We do love you. Hi, Dirk. How are you? Dirk's here, but no, Clark, don't you disappear on us. My goodness. So yeah, you're much loved, Clark.
Go ahead.
We're gonna start at the 2 minute and 59 second mark if we can, and we'll work on that. Can we please clear the screen now? Thank you.
What exhibit is that?
Three.
What about me?
We're at the 2:58 second mark on this exhibit number 3. Do you see a vehicle on the screen?
Yes, I do.
Does that appear to be the same color of vehicle you saw drive through the intersection where you were posted?
Yes.
Let's play from the second, please. Pause. We paused at 3:02. Does that appear to be the same make and model as the SUV you saw driving through the intersection?
Objection.
Overruled.
Yes, it does.
Is there a difference between this vehicle and the vehicle you saw at your intersection?
The difference in the vehicle is that there's no damage on this one.
Okay, let's play again from this point.
Yes.
Pause. Pause at 3 minutes and 47 seconds. Did you see a person wearing a gray hooded sweatshirt in that clip?
Yes, I did.
Was the appearance of that person and their clothing consistent with the person you saw driving the SUV through your intersection?
Objection, speculation, two different incidents.
Overruled, the witness may answer.
Yes.
Can we please put up for everybody exhibit number 120, which has previously been received and published?
Go ahead.
You see the photograph on the screen in front of you?
Yes, I do.
Does that appear to be a vehicle consistent with the one you saw driving through your intersection?
Yes.
The person seated in the driver's seat, does that look like the same person you saw driving that red SUV?
Yes.
We put up for everybody, please, exhibit number 9.
Go ahead.
See the photograph on the screen in front of you?
Yes.
Does that appear to be the same vehicle that you saw driving through the intersection of Wisconsin and Maine?
Objection, hearsay.
Overruled, the witness may answer.
Yes.
Does that appear to be the same driver of that same vehicle?
Objection, hearsay.
Overruled, the witness may answer.
Yes.
We please put up for everybody exhibit number 169, which has previously been published.
Go ahead.
Objection, relevancy.
Overruled.
See the photograph on the screen in front of you?
Yes.
Does that appear to be the same vehicle that you saw drive through the intersection of Wisconsin and Maine?
Yes.
Does that appear to be the same driver?
Yes.
What's going on with that front passenger window?
Looks like
Objection, leading.
Overruled, the witness may answer.
it looks like it's rolled down.
So if someone had, before this incident, painted that window black, covered it in a black paper bag, and taped it up with duct tape, and then rolled the window down, would that have prevented you from seeing through the front passenger?
Objection, speculation.
No.
Overruled, the witness may answer.
Who was the person depicted in exhibits number 120, number 9, and number 169?
Daryl Brooks.
Thank you.
Objection, I do not consent to being called that name.
Your objections noted, the jury is
You already-
advised to disregard as it's not testimony. It's a comment. All right, thank you, sir. You may step down.
Yes,
I appreciate the patience of everyone as we concluded with that witness. We will now take our lunch break. It's 12:58. I'll give the jurors, I'll have the parties come back at 2 o'clock and the jurors probably shortly after that. So thank you, everyone. Please rise for the jury.
Well, there you go. We've made it to lunch now. We're doing pretty good. Once again, now I feel really bad. Clerk, I hope you come back. I really feel bad. I was just joking. Man. I was actually more excited that Ray took it so freaking personal. And I never even seen Clark leave a comment in the chat like of anything. I have no idea what Ray was even talking about. It was just like, huh?
I remember some type of comment, but I don't think it was in our chat.
I
like
rewatched
over here.
the chat and I looked for anything relevant to what Dummy Ray was saying. I'm like, what is he saying? I don't get it. Well, I tell you what, folks. If you see Clark Stark in a different chat, go tell him that just J-Hip says, I'm sorry. And it wasn't
Are you Facebook friends with Clark Stark?
I don't know. He's probably, I hope he hasn't dumped me by now or blocked me, but
You could just send him a message later.
reach out to Clark and let him know I'm sorry. But no, I like Clark Stark. It's all in good fun. It was just jokes. And I actually thought whatever happened was just funny as hell. And so no. But no, I wasn't trying to shame Clark. I was doing it out of love. All right. So I hope you come back. I hope you come back. I hope you can accept my apologies and my love. Thank you. I hope so. We'll get there. Let me see. Oh, we're back here. Yeah, raise.
Thank you, everyone. Please be seated. Statement called to next witness.
Thank you, Judge. State calls Officer Christopher Moss.
All right, officer, if you would please make your way to the witness stand, which is on my right upper riser. When you get there, please remain standing. Raise your right hand, and my clerk, Teresa, who's on my left, will swear you in.
Good night, Josh.
Do you solemnly swear that the testimony you're about to give will be the truth, the whole truth, and nothing but the truth, so help you God?
I do.
Thank you, sir. Please have a seat. First thing I will ask you to do is to state your first and last names for the record and spell each.
First name is Christopher, Christopher. Last name is Moss, Moss.
Thank you. Go ahead, your witness.
Thank you. Good afternoon, sir.
Good afternoon.
How are you employed?
Currently employed with the City of Waukesha Police Department.
How long have you worked in law enforcement?
I've been a sworn law enforcement officer for 14 years.
All of your time was spent with the City of Waukesha Police Department?
No, ma'am.
Who else did you work for?
6.5 years was spent working for the City of Oconomowoc Police Department, and a year, or just over a year, was spent working part-time with the Village of North Prairie Police Department.
Were you working for the city of Waukesha on November 21 of 2021?
I was.
Do you recall participating in the Waukesha Christmas parade that afternoon?
Yes, ma'am, I do.
What was your role, please?
For that event, I was tasked with the City of Waukesha Police Department's Honor Guard unit. Specifically, I was part of the Color Guard, which is the group that leads the parade carrying the American flag and the state of Wisconsin flag.
And so you were there right at the beginning of the parade, correct?
Yes, ma'am, I was.
Do you remember about what time the parade kicked off?
Approximately 4 p.m.
Did you march the entire route of the parade?
I did.
Did you complete the parade
Yes, I did.
without incident?
Without incident.
And after you completed marching the parade with the Color Guard, did you go someplace?
Yes, upon completion of the parade route, as we were the first entity to finish since we led the parade, I subsequently returned to the City of Waukesha Police Department.
And why did you go back to the department?
That evening, I was assigned to late power shift, which is from 5 p.m. to 3 a.m., and I was designated to work area 308.
Okay, so you marched in the parade with the Color Guard, then you were going to go work a full shift that evening.
That's correct.
As you were back at the police station, what do you recall happening?
As I was changing out my honor guard uniform into my new uniform, I heard multiple police sirens emanating from the downtown area. I subsequently checked our reporting system and observed that there was a call for service that officers were responding to an emergency fashion reference a subject with a knife.
And where was that response directed to? What location?
I believe that response was directed to the area of Frame Park in the City of Waukesha.
Did you do anything at that point?
I was still technically off duty, so I would continue to get dressed quickly in the event that they needed additional resources to that location.
And did you ever get called to that location, sir?
No, I was never called to that location.
What happened next?
Yes. They did have the Christmas parade the following year. The Dancing Grannies did return. Of course, the Dancing Grannies don't just do the Waukesha parade. My understanding is they do parades all over, right, Ketchup?
I'm not actually sure.
Because I thought the older lady said that they do, I think, 28 events a year or somewhere in that range, 20 events a year. So they do many parades, not just Waukesha, but they did return to Waukesha, of course, the following year, as they have been every year since this tragic day. So I won't answer that one. I do know that for sure, but I also do know they do a number of events, not just Waukesha, from testimony that I heard and remember. So I'll answer that one if I can.
As I continue to monitor my handheld radio while still getting dressed for duty, I heard via our primary channel fellow officers screaming hysterically on the radio, requesting people to respond to the downtown area and the parade route.
What did you do?
Got dressed as the fastest I've ever gotten dressed before, and subsequently sprinted out of the police department, entered a fleet, and responded in emergency fashion to the downtown area.
Specifically, where did you go?
I arrived in the area of Clinton and Main Street.
And can you briefly describe for us what you saw when you arrived at that intersection, sir?
Upon arrival, to describe it was just absolute chaos. As I exited my fleet, I looked east and westbound on Main Street. There were civilian subjects lying on the ground in every direction I looked, screaming, yelling, etc.
Did you attempt to render aid to these individuals?
I did. I ran in a westerly direction between Clinton and Maple, attempting to render aid to 2 elderly female subjects.
Did you, at some point, leave that duty and speak with Officer Skolton?
Yes, I did.
Where did you speak with Officer Skolton?
In the vicinity where I was, I ran into Officer Skolton, who approached me from a westerly direction. Upon making contact with him, he advised that he had fired rounds at a red Ford SUV, specifically an Escape. I asked him if he was okay. He stated that he was, and he subsequently said that we needed to find the vehicle.
And did you, in fact, set out to try and find this vehicle?
I did.
Prior to Officer Skolton telling you that, did you have any vehicle description?
I did not. The radio traffic was complete chaos with people screaming about injured participants of the parade being all over the downtown area.
So where did you go to look for the vehicle?
As I was moving my fleet near Donny Boy's Tavern on Main Street, I subsequently observed a male Hispanic running towards me, waving his hands frantically to garner my attention. And as I asked him what he needed, he subsequently stated he knew where the vehicle was.
Did you understand what he meant by that?
I clarified with him that he was speaking of the vehicle that was indeed involved in the incident in the downtown area, as well as the vehicle that Officer Skolnick fired rounds at. He confirmed this, and I subsequently told him to get into my squad car and began traveling with him.
That's not my son. Stop it. Stop it.
And so you took the citizen with you in your squad?
Yes, ma'am, I did.
And did he direct you to a specific location?
Yes, ma'am, he did.
Where did you travel?
From my location where I met up with this individual, we traveled westbound on Main Street and subsequently made a left-hand turn to travel southbound on Maple Street. We traveled approximately 2 blocks to the area where I subsequently located the vehicle in the driveway.
How did you know it was the vehicle you were looking for?
Based off what Officer Skolton had previously described to me as a red Ford Escape. I observed a heavily damaged red Ford Escape in the driveway of 338 Maple. This particular vehicle was heavily damaged in the front end. I also observed that there was clothing embedded in the hood, as well as a headband with blue lighting hanging from the side mirror. Additionally, I observed a bullet hole in the windshield on the passenger side.
Did you secure this scene?
I did.
What did you do?
As I exited my fleet, I drew my firearm to clear the vehicle to ensure that it was clear of persons that could potentially harm me based on the information that I had garnered up to this point. And after that was done and rendered clear, additional resources that came to my location, we secured by taping off the entirety of this particular residence.
Ketchup, I'm going to let this play for a bit.
Okay.
I got to run and put my laundry in the dryer. I'll be back.
Okay.
It'll be a few minutes, but I'll be back. I got to throw my laundry in the dryer.
Okay.
All right. But yeah, I'll let this play because this guy goes for a little bit. I'll be right back, folks. Hang tight, sit tight, talk amongst yourselves. All right, behave.
As well as the street.
When you cleared the vehicle, were there any subjects present inside the vehicle?
There were not.
After you had secured the scene, did you have an opportunity to take photographs of the vehicle?
Yes, ma'am, I did.
And what device did you use to capture these photographs?
So each of our City of Waukesha police squads are assigned a cell phone. I believe this one in particular was an iPhone. We utilize that to capture photographic evidence as well. So I utilize the cell phone from the squad.
I'm going to ask that exhibit number 99 be put up for the witness, please. Go ahead. Sir, do you see exhibit 99 on your screen? If not, it'll be up in a minute or so. Just let me know, please.
Yes, ma'am, I do.
Okay. Do you recognize that photograph, sir?
Yes, ma'am.
What do you recognize the photograph to depict?
It depicts a heavily damaged Ford Escape in the driveway.
And where is this location?
338 Maple in the City of Waukesha.
Is this a photograph you took
Yes, ma'am, I took this photograph.
using your iPhone?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay. Move to admit permission to publish, Your Honor.
Objection.
Exhibit 99 is received. Permission to publish is granted. The objections overruled.
Sir, is this what the vehicle looked like when you first observed it?
Yes, ma'am.
And you had testified earlier that you were able to see some articles of clothing on the vehicle. Do you see those items in this photograph?
Yes, ma'am, I do.
Could you please point them out? And that's a touchscreen in front of you, so you can mark it with a dot or an arrow or whatever you choose.
So here on the hood, near the windshield, was a hat, and then clearly seen hanging from the driver's side mirror is a headband that's partially illuminated.
What do you mean illuminated?
This particular headband had multiple, appeared to be blue LED lighting.
Okay. The front of the vehicle, it appears to me that the front bumper is laying on the ground. Is that accurate, sir?
Objection, lead.
Overruled. You may answer.
Yes, ma'am, that's accurate.
May we take the annotations down?
Yeah, we can do that. Thank you, Judge. So to your knowledge, no one had touched or disturbed this vehicle, at least since the time you were present, before you photographed it?
Objection, speculation.
Overruled. You may answer.
To my knowledge, no, there was no manipulation of this vehicle prior to my arrival.
And at some point, did you look inside the vehicle? And I don't mean just to clear it of persons, I mean take a closer look inside the car.
Yes, ma'am, I did.
And what was your purpose in doing that, sir?
Due to the nature of what was happening and the exigency of trying to identify who may have been inside the vehicle, I did locate documentation of identifying in nature.
And do you remember the name on that paperwork?
Yes, ma'am, I do.
What was the name on the paperwork inside the vehicle?
The name on the paperwork inside the vehicle was one Burrell Edward Brooks Jr., now black, date of birth 2/21 of 1982.
And in fact, was there more than one piece of paper inside the vehicle containing that same personal identifying information?
Objection, speculative.
Overruled. The witness may answer.
Yes, ma'am, there was more than one item.
I don't see a front license plate in this photograph. Do you, sir?
No, ma'am.
Where's the license plate?
May I draw?
Yes.
It was determined later that this is actually the license plate
Okay.
on the front.
Not from the photograph, but from your recollection, was the rear license plate clearly visible?
Objection, lead.
Overruled. The witness may answer.
Yes, ma'am, the rear license plate was clearly visible in the vehicle.
Did you attempt to run the license plate for this vehicle?
Yes, I did via police radio.
What information did you learn about the registration of this vehicle?
The vehicle displayed a Wisconsin registration plate of A. Adam D. David P. Paul 9256, which listed to a Don L. Woods out of the city of Milwaukee.
Do you remember the approximate location of the street where Don Woods lived?
Objection, hearsay.
Irrelevant. Overruled. The witness may answer.
No, I do not recall that information.
You just remember city of Milwaukee.
Yes, ma'am, that's correct.
Okay. And the vehicle was registered to Don Woods solely.
Objection, leading. Relevancy of who's it related to.
The objections are noted. I'll sustain as to the form of the question and ask Attorney Upper to rephrase.
Was the registration only in one person's name?
From what I understand, it was.
Do you know the relationship between Don Woods and Daryl Brooks?
Objection, speculation.
Overruled. The witness may answer.
No, ma'am, I do not know the relationship.
At a later point, as you were, well, strike that, let me ask this. Did you remain with this vehicle for some time?
Yes, for some time.
And were other resources, law enforcement and other resources called to the area to deal with this vehicle, sir?
Yes, ma'am, they were.
And as that was occurring, are you aware of other police activity that was occurring nearby?
Yes, ma'am, I was.
And what was that, please?
I'd heard via police radio Officer Luling advised that he was out with a subject in the 500 block of Elizabeth Street, which is just a couple blocks away.
And did you hear Officer Looming indicate a name for the subject that he was out with?
Yes, I did.
And what was that name?
Officer Luling aired over police radio that he was out with a male subject identifying himself as Darrell Brooks.
All right, sir, thank you. I don't have any other questions. We can take down 99. Oh, I'm sorry. I do have one other question about 99. I apologize. Your Honor.
Objection.
Overruled. She may answer. She may ask.
Do you know what time you snapped that photograph of Exhibit 99?
Yes, ma'am, I took that photograph on the date in question at 5:01 p.m.
Thank you, sir.
Good morning, Rickles. How are you, Rickles? How are you? I'm back. Sorry about that. I had to go throw my laundry in the dryer. Sorry about
It's
that.
okay. You're good.
Everyone behave themselves.
I'm actually surprised you can do your own laundry by yourself.
Well, yeah, no, I can do that. It's one of the few things. By the way, if you would hit the like, subscribe if you haven't, but do hit the like button if you enjoy the content. As we're doing this trial rewatch, and we will do others after this. When we finish our works, we will move on. I haven't picked my next candidate, but we will. We'll pick one. We'll pick one. We might have to vote on it, but we'll do many and more if you like the coverage. Thank you so much. I hope you do.
All right, thank you. You're cross, Mr. Brooks.
You stated that you were flagged down by a Hispanic male running at you waving his hands. Would that be fair to say?
That's correct.
Do you recall his name?
I do.
And would you state it for the jury and for the record?
His name is Abel Liscano.
That's funny, Rick.
And do you recall if Mr. Liscano gave you any additional information during your traveling to where the vehicle was located?
I don't understand your question.
You stated that Mr. Liscano got into your vehicle and you traveled to where the vehicle was located. Is that fair to say?
That's correct.
Did you learn any additional information from Mr. Liscano? How do you say Liscano?
Liscano.
Liscano. Did you learn during your travel to where the vehicle was located? Did you learn any additional information from Mr. Liscano?
Not while we were traveling to the vehicle.
So you traveled to the vehicle in complete silence?
No, he was trying to direct me with the location of the red Ford Escape.
Did he say he saw anyone driving the vehicle?
Objection, hearsay.
Sustained.
So all he told you was where the vehicle was. He didn't tell you if he saw anyone driving?
Objection, hearsay.
Grounds.
The witness may answer the question as long as he does not answer with hearsay. Go ahead. Overruled.
Can you restate your question, please?
So all that the Mr. Liscano already told you was the location of the vehicle, not if he saw anyone driving?
I object. That question calls for hearsay response, Your Honor.
I would agree hearing that again. Sustained.
Did he at all tell you that he saw someone in the vehicle?
Objection, hearsay.
Sustained.
Grounds for sustained.
It's hearsay. To ask him what Mr. Liscano told him would be hearsay.
That's not it.
So all Mr. Liscano did was just direct you to the vehicle.
That's correct.
That's all you guys talked about during your trip to the vehicle.
Objection asked and answered.
Grounds.
Sustained. It was asked,
Rounds.
and I previously sustained the objection. So next question, please.
When you were able to locate the vehicle, where did Mr. Liscano go?
Once the vehicle was located, I had Mr. Liscano stand by in my fleet until other officers arrived to assist me, and then I transferred him over to someone else.
Do you know if he made any report at that time?
Define report.
Did he make any report to law enforcement at that time?
I'm not sure if he did or not.
Do you recall Mr. Liscano yelling that there were subjects standing outside of the building?
Objection, Your Honor.
The
I'm
vehicle
going to
was?
excuse the jury while I pick up a legal issue. I'll rise for the jury, please.
This is where the judge, I believe, is going to explain to their works what hearsay is, if I'm not mistaken.
Again?
I'm not 100% sure, but I believe this is where she's going to explain what hearsay is. Oh, we'll see. I can't remember 100%, but he must be special, like Jay. Yeah, he's special, all right. Special kind of student.
Thank you. Be seated.
Like,
Mr. Brooks, before I have you question this witness any further, it sounds like to me that you are attempting to offer through this witness the statements made by Mr. Liscano. If that is what you are trying to do, you may not do that. You will have to call Mr. Liscano as a witness if you so choose, if he's on your witness list. But that your questions are seeking to elicit hearsay from this witness. That's why I had the jury removed, so I could explain my ruling and why I'm going to direct you not to ask this witness questions about what Mr. Lascano may or may not have said.
I'm reading directly from his report.
That would be double hearsay then, because it's not. You need Mr. Lascano here to say what he told this officer.
You big dummy.
That's what you say. That's one of my favorite parts of the thing. I don't have to be double hearsay, dummy.
He just copies everybody else and tries to sound like he knows what he's saying. He's an idiot.
The 531.59 531.03. Okay, let me go back to it. Here we go.
Mr. Brooks, before I have you question this witness any further, it sounds like to me that you are attempting to offer through this witness the statements made by Mr. Lascano. If that is what you are trying to do, you may not do that. You will have to call Mr. Lascano as a witness if you so choose, if he's on your witness list. But that your questions are seeking to elicit hearsay from this witness. That's why I had the jury removed so I could explain my ruling and why I'm going to direct you not to ask this witness questions about what Mr. Lascano may or may not have said.
I'm reading directly from his report.
That would be double hearsay then, because it's not you need Mr. Lascano here to say what he told this officer. If you are attempting to offer it for the truth of the matter asserted, which is what I believe you are doing, you're attempting to establish the veracity of something Mr. Lascano either said or didn't say through another witness. That is hearsay.
So it's not hearsay for the prosecutor to bring up.
I'm not going to talk about other rulings. There's been an objection by the state, and I'm sustaining the objection, and I'm directing you not to ask this witness questions that would call for this witness to say what Mr. Lascano said. That is hearsay. That is textbook hearsay, Mr. Brooks.
Then I don't think it's fair for me to object to hearsay from the prosecution about along the lines of the same type of thing.
I'm not going to have a debate on what may have come in previously. I know you've made a number of hearsay objections, many of which the answers that were being provided were not hearsay. But I would direct your attention to 908.01 of the Wisconsin statutes. You have that book in front of you that I provided to you a number of days ago at the beginning of this trial or near the beginning of this trial. There's the definitional section of the statutes, which defines hearsay. It also, and then if you go on to 908.02, that's
how you meow, Jay.
You want to look at as well.
I know what hearsay is. You clearly don't. She gave you a book.
Yeah. How many pages of that book have you actually read? Any?
Oh, this is one of my favorite parts. Oh, he's so pissed off that he's getting a schooling from the judge.
I wish she did it more, but I get why she doesn't.
I accept for value in return for value of this book that you gave me.
And then 908.03 has the exception. So unless you can give me an exception, sir, as to why this witness should be allowed to answer those questions, I'm going to, again, direct you not to ask
directly from his report, the report that he wrote. Nothing is coming from. I'm reading directly from his report. That's what I have to say.
Doesn't change the fact that it's hearsay.
You said what?
That doesn't change the
there,
fact
dummy.
that it's hearsay.
So
It
his
actually
report
creates
is
another
hearsay?
level of hearsay. It's an out-of-court statement.
So
Not this witness made, but what another witness made. So you have to,
So I can't read from his report that he wrote.
you can't ask this witness questions that call for a hearsay answer unless there's no objection from the state. Or you can convince me there's an exception to the hearsay rule that applies. Do you have an exception you'd like to offer to the court?
So I might as well not read the report that he wrote then if I can't question him about the report that he wrote.
That's your misunderstanding, sir, what is hearsay. And I all I can tell you is I'm sustaining the objection. I'm going to bring the jury back out, and we'll go from there. All right, Madam Clerk, bring the jury out, please.
Clear bias. Clear bias.
This is so
Mr.
funny.
Brooks, I understand
I
you
don't-
may
I don't
disagree
consent to
with
or agree to
the.
being called that name.
I love
For the record, again, I'm here as a third-party intervener on behalf of my client. I don't
Really?
know why that's not understood by now.
You're spending all your free time in jail because you're there for someone else? Idiot.
He's getting pissy.
So I guess I can't bring up the plaintiff either, huh?
No.
Now he's getting spicy.
That's agreement.
Back in agreement.
All right.
Very clear.
Oh, one of the best parts. Good job, Bill. You're good on this. That's like, no. He's trying to represent his client here, people. He's not even being paid. He's doing this pro bono.
Thank you, everyone. Please be seated.
Right. Even though you can't legally represent anybody
Continue
else
with
in
your
court
questions,
unless you're a
sir.
lawyer, but you know,
Like,
we'll go with it.
The jury will disregard that last comment
Stupid ass Daryl.
and that one as well. It's not your opportunity to testify. You'll be given an
I'm not
opportunity
testifying.
should you choose
I'm
later,
not
sir,
testifying.
but please question the witness.
if
Thank
I
you.
could ever get to it, I'll do that.
And again, the jury will disregard that statement.
Can you imagine him when he was a kid?
Do you have a question, Daryl? Can we speak?
Daryl must have been a
You
spoiled
made reference
brat.
to a hat being on the hood. Can we pull
Oh, this is a good idea. Let's focus on the hat that's on the hood. And maybe the young girl who is in the extreme dance group, the headband that was on your side view mirror. Yeah, let's make sure we really bring this up, Daryl. This is a good idea. Most people might sidestep that one, but no, Daryl wants to bring it up. Oh no, trust me, Joe, he's not making you look dumb. He's the dumb one. But no, let's focus on the terribleness of the events and the horrible pictures. Let's focus on that. That's a good idea. That's what I would do.
Exhibit 99 up again?
Are you asking the state to do that, sir?
Yeah, can it please be pulled up and
Sure,
published?
I can, and it will. The jury can let me know when it's on the screens in the jury box, please.
It's not.
All right, it's in the jury box. Continue, please.
You testified to this being a hat, right?
That's correct.
And from this picture, can you tell what that is?
Not specifically.
So how do we know if that's a hat from looking at this picture?
From looking at this picture, it would be difficult to determine if that's actually a hat.
So it'd be fair to say you don't know what that is.
Based on this picture, you're
Based
right.
on this picture,
Based on this picture, I'm not able to determine what that item is.
would it be also fair to say we can't even determine if that's outside or inside of the vehicle at that point?
I would disagree and say that is on the exterior of the vehicle
And how
between
would
the
you make that
hood.
assumption if you can't tell what it is? Grounds,
Sustained as to the form of the question.
can you clear that?
Thank you, Madam Clerk.
You can definitively say from this picture that you can tell where the item is based on this picture.
Yes,
Are you going off what you found or what you can see from the picture?
I can see from this picture that that item is on the exterior of the vehicle between the hood that is destroyed and the windshield.
It's destroyed.
So it's on the hood?
It is between the hood and the windshield of the vehicle.
What does he think he's doing with these
And you can
questions?
tell that from this picture.
Objection as an
Grounds.
answer. Argumentative.
Sustained as
What do you mean? What's he doing? He's dominating over here. Ketchup, he's over here dominating. By the way, Robert, yes, how are you feeling? Are you doing well? Are you doing better? I hope you're doing better, Robert.
Me too.
Yes, let us know. Let us know if you need anything from Robert. Definitely. Yeah, let us know, of course.
to both grounds.
And from this picture, you can tell what this is.
Yes,
Just from the picture.
yes.
And how do you come to that determination?
Based on the fact that it's hanging on the exterior of the vehicle from the driver's side mirror, that it is in the shape of a headband and it is partially illuminated in this photograph with LED lighting.
It could be fair to say that it's anything. Would you not say that that's fair? Just from looking at the picture, it doesn't necessarily say, or it's not 100% identifiable from this picture. Would that be fair to say?
Well, you feel better, Robert. We'll be praying for you. You do better. Let us know if you need anything. But we will be praying for you, Robert. All right? And yes, I hope things I hope things turn around for you and things are better for you. So no, we are here for you. And Clarkston. Clark, come back, Clark. But no, we'll be praying for you. Thank you.
He's probably crying somewhere because of you, Jay.
I know. I'm not feeling good. I hate him.
Message him on Facebook Messenger
I don't know if he's on my face.
and apologize.
I'll have to hunt him.
Compound question.
Sustained as to the form of the question. Please rephrase.
Just from strictly looking at this picture, you can't positively say what the item is.
Objection. That's a mischaracterization of his testimony.
Sustained. Please rephrase.
Clear the photo.
You're asking Madam Clerk to please
Clear the
clear it.
photo.
Mr. Brooks, I'd ask that you show some deference to my clerk and not bark orders at her and use simple courtesy. Thank you. And thank you, Madam Clerk.
Will I be awarded the same, Your Honor?
Please ask your next question,
Will I
sir.
be awarded the same, Your Honor?
Please ask your next question.
I will. I just want to know if I'll be awarded the,
I have
awarded the
been.
same.
Thank you. Please continue.
Nearing the end.
Did you talk to anyone who lived in the residence?
I don't recall the specific persons I talked to or where they resided.
So it's fair to say you talked to someone.
There were multiple people outside of the residence and in the area at that time that I spoke briefly to.
But you don't know if any of them was the renter or owner of the driveway.
I do not recall.
Do you recall asking anyone if the vehicle belonged to somebody who may have stayed in that general area?
I do not recall asking that question to anyone.
You did state that you cleared the area. Would that be fair to say?
No, I stated I cleared the vehicle, not the area.
Did you clear the area?
Eventually, we did clear the back portion of the residence to ensure there were no suspects or victims.
Who is we?
Persons of law enforcement.
And did you wait until law enforcement came before you started to do that? Or did you
This is, I do want to point this out. Rosalind Duke does have new Valentine merch that she brought out on her
Oh, sweet.
gift shop. Go get, I know Roz sent a whole bunch of her Valentine's merch to Just J Hip because she loves Just J Hip. So a lot of Valentine's merch coming to me from Rosalind Duke. Thank you, Roz, for sending all of that over here. I know you rushed it, so it should be here very, very soon. But yes, Rosalind Duke does have, hey, Zach's here, does have some Valentine merch. So go check that out. And go buy a whole bunch of it. Yeah, a ton. I mean, Roz sent me, gosh, I think she said she sent me like 300 different items. It's a lot. It's a lot. Well, I kind of made all that up. But anyway, so but basically, can we get him to represent Lynette and Crook? He'd do a better job.
Hey, Zach.
Zach's going to be lurking, but thank you for lurking. Oh, yes. Oh, Wanda's going to go check it out. But I have no Valentine. I won't be here. Is Star ill? No, Star's not ill. Star had to work a lot of overtime this last week at the bus, at her bus job, with snow and everything. All right. She's just been busy. Okay. I haven't even texted.
Yeah.
I didn't want to bother her because
she's actually not mad at Jay. I swear.
No, I actually didn't text her because I didn't want to bother her because she told me how busy she would be for the upcoming, let's see, she sent that to me on Tuesday or something. And yeah, she said how busy she would be for the next 4 or 5 days. And so no, I'll probably try and message her today and tomorrow. But no, I just didn't want to bother her because I know she's very, very busy, working a lot of overtime. So no, she starts fine. There's no issues. Everything's good. She's just been busy. She's good. She's good. Well, I wouldn't say good. I mean, she's been busy. I mean, she's been working really, really hard. A lot of extra hours at the bus company with the snow and all. They got to practice. They do extra training. It's Roz, I don't have a Valentine. I can be your Valentine. Just Jay, of course. I'm everybody's Valentine.
Start on your own kind of way.
Upon arrival to the location of the suspect vehicle, I was by myself, so I initially cleared the vehicle to ensure that there were no potential threats to myself. When I advised dispatch that I had located the suspect vehicle, numerous officers came to assist me and were there relatively quickly to help me secure the area.
So would it be fair to say when you found the vehicle that you didn't locate anyone inside the vehicle?
Correct. No one was located inside the vehicle at that time.
And you also stated that you cleared the vehicle for possible threats to yourself. If no one was in the vehicle, what did you need to clear the vehicle? What would be the threat?
Based on, again, as I earlier stated, what had occurred in the downtown, plus the fact that Officer Scullen had fired rounds at this vehicle, I was unsure who or what may be inside the vehicle. Given the time of day, as it was becoming dusk, it was getting harder to see outside. So to ensure my own safety, I cleared it the way I earlier stated.
So would it be fair to say that, well, let me back up. You took this photo, correct?
That is correct.
So that would mean you were, at least by that time, sure that no one was in the vehicle. Would that be fair to say?
That is correct.
So did you clear the vehicle before taking the picture or afterward?
I cleared the vehicle before I took the photograph.
Did you find any threats in there?
After I initially cleared it, no. It was deemed to not be a threat to my person.
To your person.
Did you do any other investigating after you had took this photo?
Can you rephrase the question?
Did you do any other investigating after you took this photo?
After the photographs were collected of the vehicle in place from multiple angles, I did locate identifying information inside the vehicle.
What I'm asking is, so let me back up. So that was the extent of your investigation was finding whatever you found in the vehicle at that point.
Correct.
Grounds.
No, I have my wife. Of course, I have a Valentine's, but I'm saying I can also be everyone else. I'm always available. I'm always available. Thank you. Yeah, he's doing a good job here. Yeah, he's really asking the hard-hitting questions. This is going to clear him, by the way. This is what's going to get him on. I mean, I shouldn't say.
I'll withdraw.
Thank you.
Correct.
So when you were clearing the vehicle, would it be fair to say that you could have done the same investigational work at that time?
No, that would not be fair to say.
And why not?
Because when you're clearing a vehicle to ensure that there are no threats to you, you're not looking for anything specific as far as evidentiary value. You're looking for a threat to your person.
So you would clear the vehicle of threats after being in the vehicle to do that, and then go back into the vehicle and look for, or start investigating rather.
Correct.
Why not do them all at once? Is that a procedural thing, or
Asked and answered, Your Honor. I object.
what else?
Sustained. Next question.
Is it usually procedure to investigate later on after clearing for threats?
Yes, you always want to ensure that where you're working on an investigation is clear of threats and that you are safe.
Would that be the same protocol if you were searching a home?
Objection. Relevance.
Grounds?
Sustained.
Grounds for the sustain?
Relevance.
And you may mention that the vehicle wasn't, I guess I would say, touched or between the time that you were flagged down with the location of the vehicle until you actually observed the vehicle, you stated that you don't believe the vehicle was touched in any way in that time?
Objection. That's a misstatement of his character, of his testimony.
Grounds? You said something similar to that.
Sustained as to the form of the question.
Are you sure that the vehicle was not touched in the time that you were flagged down about the location of the possible vehicle and observing the vehicle?
I am unaware if the vehicle was manipulated in any fashion from the time that Mr. Loscano flagged me down and to the time that I located the vehicle in the driveway.
Do you know approximately how long it took you to get to the vehicle when you were initially flagged down about the location of the vehicle?
I do not know how long it took me to get to the vehicle upon being flagged down.
So it's possible that it could have been manipulated.
Yes, it's possible.
Time to kill your estimate.
At the time that you located the vehicle, were you aware of any suspect identification or name?
Can you restate your question, please?
At the time you located the vehicle, were you aware of any suspect or name of suspect?
No, I was unaware of any names of any suspect involved in the incident at the time I located the vehicle.
And when did you learn of that information, if you learned of that information?
I only learned the information of a possible suspect upon locating the identifying documents inside the vehicle and subsequently providing that information to dispatch.
At the time you found that information, did you immediately regard that information to be the possible suspect?
Yeah, since it was in the vehicle that was heavily damaged, the red Ford Escape with a bullet hole in the windshield, yes, I believe that that information indeed belonged to a suspect.
And at some point you ran the license plates number. Would that be fair to say?
Correct, I did.
And you also stated that it was registered to someone that was not the suspect. Would that be fair to say?
As far as I know at that, or I'm sorry, as far as I knew at that time, I did not know if the person registered the vehicle to was a suspect or not.
You also stated that you found identifying paperwork in your investigation of the vehicle. Did that information match the identity of who the vehicle was registered to?
No, the identifying information again for Mr. Brooks that was inside the vehicle did not match the registration on file with the Wisconsin Department of Transportation for the registration of the vehicle, which was Don L. Woods.
For the record, I don't identify by that name. Yet again, say that.
For the record, the jury will disregard that commentary by the defendant, and it also mischaracterizes the witness's testimony.
It does not. I was just stating for the record.
Again, the jury will disregard that
So-
commentary as Mr. Brooks is not presently testifying.
The information you found in the car, the vehicle was not registered to that person, correct?
That's correct.
So there's a possibility that at any time, multiple people can utilize that vehicle. Would that be fair to say?
Objection.
Is he trying to throw his mom under the bus? His mom was driving the vehicle.
Didn't he tell the police that his mom didn't even drive?
Yeah, she never drive. Doesn't even know she owns a car.
Right.
But now he's like, so the person who owns the car might be the person who's driving, right? Go lock up Don Woods. That's a good idea, actually. But we'll get to her, trust me.
Grounds.
Calls for speculation. Sustained.
Would you agree that a vehicle registered to one person and information found by another person constitutes that more than one person used the vehicle?
Objection.
Grounds.
Rounds.
Go ahead,
The question was, does that prove that more than one person could drive the car? That's an improper question.
That wasn't the question.
Well, sustained as to the form of the question and assumes facts not in evidence.
State that last part again.
It assumes facts not in evidence, your question. Your next question, please.
I like words.
Is it fair to say that people leave all types of information in family members' vehicles at any time?
Objection. Irrelevant speculation.
Sustained.
Grounds for sustain.
Ask your next question, Mr. Brooks, please.
May I have the grounds, please?
The objection has been sustained. Ask your next question, please.
May I have the grounds?
The court's not answering that. The record is self-evident.
Is that a type of agreement?
Here's what I found. Sir, I don't know what a tacit agreement is, so please keep going.
Clearly know what it is.
I don't know what a tacit agreement is, so ask your next question. Oh, you clearly know what it is. Not a word. And that's why when we get to day 8, she finally corrects him and says, I have no agreements with you, tacit or otherwise. And then he's like, I've been saying it wrong this whole time. Oh, that was adorable. That was good stuff. Gang. Ask a question, Daryl.
Would it be fair to say, and this is along the lines of the same question,
Well, that already.
would it be fair to say that at some point you've left items in other people's vehicles?
Objection.
Grounds.
Relevance.
Sustained.
Grounds for the sustain?
Next question, please, sir. I've sustained this question multiple times, multiple
wasn't
ways. You've
the
asked
same
it.
question.
Next question, please.
May I have the grounds?
90611, sir.
May I have the grounds?
Next question, please.
Is it to relevancy? Is it to hearsay?
Under 90611, ask your next question or I will cut off your cross-examination. Please ask your next question,
You
sir.
have to give the grounds, though, Your Honor. Especially if I'm really just asking for the grounds of the sustain.
Sir, ask your next question.
What's the point of me asking questions if I can't ask anything?
The jury will disregard his commentary
Can you
that he just
ask me?
stated right now.
Yeah, that's helping, Daryl. Huffing and puffing, that's helping.
The jury's right now going, he's got to be innocent. Look at what they're doing to this man.
Right. I'm sure that's what they're thinking.
Do you recall speaking to, well, you said you spoke to a few people you didn't know if they were the owner of the house or the driveway or the renter. Would that be fair to say?
Yes, that's correct.
Did anyone you spoke to give you a description of a possible driver?
I was given multiple descriptions by multiple parties of multiple suspects that had fled the vicinity of the vehicle.
And what do you mean by multiple descriptions of multiple suspects? 2, 3, 4 people, 5?
I was given information that one male black suspect that was taller, wearing blue pants and black, had run southbound on Maple towards College. Additionally, I was given information that 2 shorter male blacks wearing gray sweatpants had run in a westerly direction from behind the residence at 338 Maple. And then later, I was also given another description of a male black, unknown height, wearing like a gray sweatshirt and pants.
You said medium height for the last description?
Unknown height.
Unknown. Okay, I'm sorry. Unknown height. Did anyone you talked to report the sound of a crash?
No, no one I spoke to at this location reported anything regarding the sound of a crash.
Did you see any signs that there may have been a crash once you and other officers were securing the area?
As far as the vicinity around the vehicle or the vehicle itself?
The general area.
As far as the general area, given the time of day, I was unable to determine if there was any signs of a crash in that vicinity.
When talking to the people that you, while talking to the people that gave you the descriptions, did they identify themselves as living close or living in any of the houses in that area?
No, due to the chaotic nature of the event, I did not ascertain where these individuals lived or if they were associated with any neighboring residents.
Do you know if they made any other statements to any other law enforcement that was there present with you at that time?
Not to my knowledge.
Why do you think you received so many different descriptions of suspects?
Multiple people from multiple angles observed different things, and there was a lot of people there. It was a very chaotic event. Even this particular scene was chaotic and hectic with numerous people coming to and from, so it was difficult to determine that information.
Did any of the people that you spoke with give any reason to why the suspects that they identified were run from the scene?
Objection. Speculation also calls for hearsay.
Grounds.
Sustained.
Grounds.
Next question, sir.
Give him a fair shake, Your Honor. It's just a little hearsay and speculation. For God's sakes.
You mean his client, right?
Oh, yeah, it's fine. He should ask for his money back.
Yeah, his lawyer sucks.
No, his mom never shows up to court. Never.
Do you recall any of the officers that were securing the scene with you having a K9 present?
Yes, I do.
And do you recall what officer that was?
That was Officer Bausman, who's a K9 handler with the City of Waukesha Police Department.
Are you kidding me? Do you think he understands that they're stating the grounds and she's just making a ruling? They are the grounds, right? But he's dumb. That's pretty stupid. He's an idiot.
He's just copying what he hears them say.
Was his DNA in the car on the steering wheel? His DNA was all over the car, French Psycho. All right. His DNA is everywhere. We're actually going to skip over the DNA guy when he gets here. I actually don't even want to listen to it because he talks about the blood of all the people that were hit on the car. And I'm not going to listen to it. It gets very technical, and I will just, we're going to blow right by that.
Yeah, the DNA part of the trial is always so boring.
It's very boring, and Daryl doesn't get it. He tries to, one up the DNA expert with his knowledge.
Uh-huh.
I mean, it's like, that's not going to go well. I guess he doesn't know what he's talking about. So, yeah, it goes in a really weird direction. So when we get to that guy, we'll skip. After this witness, I can let this go because they're just asking questions and they're all stupid. And I got the chat up there so you can read it. But no, after this is the guy who lives in the apartment, right, of one of the vehicles. I think maybe his vehicle was hit or his neighbor's vehicle was hit by Daryl Brooks, maybe in the parking lot where they found the car. Not a whole lot of action there. We'll grab a little bit of it before we move on to day 8. But we'll finish up this witness, grab a little bit of the next witness because it does have some pictures and stuff. So we will do that. And then we'll move on to day 8 because day 8 is pretty explosive. So I do want to jump in and grab at least a half hour of day 8 because it is pretty, it starts off explosive. We're off to a good start on day 8 because those are the witnesses that come into actual contact with Daryl Brooks on foot. All right. So it'll be exciting. The first witness is a doozy, I tell you. It's great.
And did you continue that contact after picking her up? And where did you go after picking up Attorney Hopper?
As I stated, we once I picked her up, I transported her back to the City of Waukesha Police Department.
And did you continue to have contact at that point?
I did.
And what was the nature of that contact?
District Attorney Hopper and I worked together to draft a search warrant for the 2010 red Ford Escape SUV that was in the driveway of 338 Maple Street.
You said a search warrant?
Correct.
Initially, when you secured the vehicle and then investigated the vehicle after securing it, what did you need to search for at that point that you needed a search warrant?
After I cleared the vehicle and located those items of identifying nature, that was done due to the exigency of the event and identifying any outstanding suspects. After that was done and photographed in place, I resecured the vehicle and it was no longer touched at that point. So therefore, later on, it was required to have a search warrant to continue processing that vehicle for items of evidentiary value.
Hi, Nani.
So you just stated that the vehicle wasn't touched between those times. So what if anything new, did you need to search for?
Objection, argumentative.
Wow.
Overruled. He may answer.
The basis of
Dang it. Come on, JD. Don't give away the game. Come on. Spoiler. JD, you're not supposed to do that. Now everyone's going to know what happens. All ruined. JD ruined it. Ruined it for everybody.
JD, you're now the new Smitty.
Yep. Worse than Smitty. JD just ruined the entire show. I'm not even going to finish the coverage. I'm moving on. JD ruins the whole damn thing. Yep. JD, worst member in chat. Rick Friend has bingo again because JD's terrible. Yeah, even Mr. Lanthos says, thanks, JD. Thanks. It was a cliffhanger, I tell you. It was a cliffhanger. JD swings on it. Oh, and now he says, you're welcome. Swings on in, ruins the show. Oh, thank you, JD, says Wanda. Ruined the show. Ruined it.
Might as well quit, Jay.
the search warrant was to ensure that, again, any items of evidentiary value I may have overlooked due to, again, the exigency of trying to find identifying information with an outstanding suspect, as well as clearing the vehicle for safety reasons. That is the purpose of the search warrant, is to do a more slow, methodical search of the vehicle for said items of evidentiary value.
Thank you.
But it would be fair to say that after initially clearing the vehicle, for, as you said, for any possible threats to you, and investigating the vehicle further a second time, what did you feel would be of evidentiary value at that point that you hadn't already observed before?
Objection. Asked and answered. Argumentative.
Grounds. I'm referring to him stating evidentiary value.
Asked and answered. It's the same.
So what was the evidentiary value that you were looking for?
Same
With
objection.
the search warrant?
It's the same question a different way, so I'm going to sustain it. It's been asked, it's been answered. Next question, please.
Can you give an example of what evidentiary value is?
Something of evidentiary value can really be anything that's pertinent to the case. An example would be like a shell casing or a spot of blood that can render DNA results, things of that nature.
Did you find any of those things when obtaining the search warrant?
Objection.
Grounds.
Well, that's factually inaccurate, Your Honor.
It assumes a fact, not an evidence. I'll sustain the objection as to the form of the question.
Did you find, upon obtaining the search warrant, were you able to find anything of evidentiary value?
Same objection, assumes a
Grounds.
fact, not an evidence, Your Honor.
Sustained. It assumes facts, not an evidence. Please rephrase and establish a foundation related to whether this witness performed that subsequent search.
After obtaining the search warrant, did you yourself go back in?
Well, actually, James, to answer this question a little bit, or said, spoiler alert, anyone who lived in Wisconsin or Illinois knows this case because it struck so close to home. That is true, but Ketchup was right there, and Ketchup never watched the trial. So it is brand new to some people because Ketchup never watched the trial, and she was right there. That's why we're doing the rewatch here, because there are people who never watched the trial. So, I mean, I think most of Wisconsin and Northern Illinois probably knows the outcome, but I don't know that everybody actually watched the trial because it was traumatic. And 5 years later, I feel very comfortable going through it myself, actually, with Ketchup. So, yeah, I think the outcome is new, but not everybody watched the trial, if I can make that clear. But no, I appreciate that. Yeah, I'm sure a lot of people know. Tracy never watched. So yeah, there were a lot of people that never watched, but the outcome, I think, was new. I think the outcome was new.
Search the vehicle?
No.
Do you recall what officer was dispatched to execute the search warrant?
No, I do not know who ultimately searched the vehicle for items of evidentiary value.
Do you recall if the vehicle was being towed from that area at some point?
Yes, the vehicle was removed at some point. I do not know when or by whom.
Do you recall where it was moved to?
I do not know where the vehicle was moved to.
You stated earlier that you did observe a gunshot in the windshield. Did you notice any other bullet marks?
No, the only mark that I observed related to a gunshot was the bullet hole in the windshield on the passenger side.
And was that, you said on the passenger side, was it to the passenger side window, the passenger side chair, the passenger side dash? Do you recall where the bullet hole was?
As I previously stated, it was in the windshield, front windshield on the passenger side.
Were you at any time given a copy of the search warrant?
Yes, upon completion of the search warrant, I was given a copy. The original went over to the command center.
Is it a standard protocol that, being that you were the one that obtained the search warrant, is it usually a thing where you don't have to be the one to execute it? Any other officer can execute it?
Based on the requirement of the search warrant to process this vehicle for items of evidentiary value, that's beyond the scope of my training and experience. So therefore, it was relayed to persons that are capable of actually doing that.
But you can, you said it's beyond your level, or I didn't catch where you said it was beyond your level or something.
It's beyond my scope of training and experience.
Beyond your scope of training. The actual writing of the search warrant isn't above your scope of training. Would that be fair to say?
That's correct.
But the execution is.
Of this particular search warrant, yes.
What made this particular search warrant different than any ones you've ever written or obtained before?
This particular search warrant was for a search of the vehicle involved in the Christmas parade incident. And given the gravity of the situation and the resulting effects of what this vehicle was used for, persons that are highly skilled in collecting items of evidentiary value are obviously the people we want to do that rather than a patrol officer.
And you were able to get that search warrant signed, correct?
That's correct.
Do you remember by whom?
Yes.
Can you state for the record for the jury?
At the time of the search warrant, the on-call judge was contacted, and the on-call judge was the Honorable Jennifer Duro.
That would be the judge right now in the courtroom.
Oh, yeah.
Yes, that's correct.
Did that complete your part of the investigation for that incident at that time?
Yes, upon getting the search warrant, I was relieved of my duties.
Did you ever come back into the investigation in any way after that point?
After that point, no.
Yeah.
After your part of the investigation ended, were you able to obtain any more information that you didn't know the night of your investigation?
Objection made.
Brown.
Cause for speculation.
Sustained.
Grounds for sustain, Your Honor.
Please ask your next question.
Let it.
Do you recall having any more contact with Attorney Opera after that initial night?
No.
When were you aware that it was a possibility that you could be called to testify in this matter?
When I received a subpoena to testify in this matter.
Excuse me, honey.
When I received a subpoena to testify in this matter.
Was that subpoena served to you by the district attorney's office?
Yes, it was.
Was it served by Attorney Opera?
I don't recall who served me directly. I believe it was via electronic.
Do you recall when you received that subpoena?
I don't recall the exact date, but it was a few months ago.
So it's pretty recent, but a little time since you received it.
Yes, that's fair to say.
Riveting, Daryl. Riveting.
Would you by chance know who the plaintiff is in this matter? Grounds.
Relevance.
Grounds.
Here we go.
Sustained.
Ever seen or talked to the plaintiff? Had any physical interaction with the plaintiff in this matter?
Objection vague and compound
Grounds.
question.
Sustained.
Do you even know if there's a plaintiff in this matter?
Objection
Grounds.
irrelevant.
Sustained.
You know who filed the complaint in this matter?
The complaint was filed by the district attorney's office.
Do you know if it was filed by Attorney Opera?
I don't know particularly who filed the complaint. I just know it was by the Waukesha County District Attorney's Office.
Hi, Ellie.
And during your time in law enforcement, would it be fair to say that whoever files the complaint is a party to the matter?
Objection
Grounds.
beyond the scope of the witness's knowledge,
Grounds.
Your Honor.
Sustained.
Fast,
Next question.
Grounds for the sustain, Your Honor.
fast.
Next question, please.
Any reason why the state of Wisconsin would be identified as the plaintiff when they did not file the complaint?
Objection
Grounds.
argumentative misstatement of the law.
Grounds.
Sustained.
Grounds for the sustain, Your Honor.
Ask your next question, please.
Jeremy Snow.
Was that the grounds?
Next question, please.
The jury deserves to know this.
Did
I
that
will
she?
disregard that last statement. I sustain the objection, sir.
Jeremy
Ask your
Snow.
next question, please.
I'm aware that it was a sustain. I'm aware. I just wanted to know the grounds. Can't keep hiding stuff from the jury.
Mr. Brooks, the court is not hiding anything from anyone, and the jury will disregard that last statement. It is not evidence in any way in this case.
Would it be fair to say that any case has a plaintiff?
Objection.
Grounds.
Lack of foundation beyond the scope of the witness's knowledge.
Sustained.
Would it be, can I rephrase the question?
Go ahead. I can't say whether it will be answered or not, but you can go ahead
I
and
can't,
rephrase
I
it.
can't rephrase, just so we're clear. Whether it's answered or not, I can still rephrase the question.
I don't know what the question will be, sir, so I can't make a ruling that's advisory. So ask your next question, please.
Are you aware that in any case brought into a courtroom, there has to be a plaintiff?
Objection.
Grounds.
Same question.
Grounds is
It
not.
also
the same
misstates the
question.
law, so sustained.
So sorry, look around 318. So waterlogged. I'm so sorry. My bad, but blame Daryl. Blame Daryl, not just Jan.
There's no plaintiff. How's their case?
Move to strike.
The jury will disregard the last comment and statement made by Mr. Brooks.
Grounds. There's a
It's a
defendant. There has to be a
misstatement of the
plaintiff.
law. It's not relevant. This jury will be the judge of the facts. The court is the judge of the law. Please continue, sir, or under 90611, I will stop the cross-examination.
If there's a defendant, there has to be a plaintiff.
Mr. Brooks, please stop. The jury will also disregard that statement. It's a mischaracterization of the law. It's a misstatement of the law.
Based on what law or fact, Your Honor?
And I'll address that with Mr. Brooks once again after the jury has been excused. One final time, you may ask another question. Otherwise, I will, and it must not be along the same lines, or under 90611, I will ask the state whether there's any redirect.
Do you know of anyone who filed a claim in this matter?
Objection.
Grounds.
Irrelevant.
Grounds.
It's also vague, so I'll sustain it.
So the grounds is vagueness.
And relevance.
Is it vague or is it relevant?
Both.
Sustain, Mr. Brooks. Next question.
Both. I feel very comfortable with the way that the Bureau handled this
So
particular.
since your initial night of investigation, you've done no investigation since then in this matter.
Correct.
And have you seen any news reports?
Objection.
We-
Relevance.
Can I finish the question?
There's been no identification, so under 90611, meaning of, I'm going to sustain the objection without hearing the rest of the question. I don't see how it would have any relevance. I'll let you make an offer of proof after we're outside the presence of the jury, and if necessary, you can recall this witness. Next question.
In that case, then, since that is stated on the record, no further questions, I would like to finish at some point.
Sir, finish your cross-exam as to
Just
that
said no
limited.
further questions.
Okay, but as to that limited topic only. So if there are other things outside that topic, please finish your questioning.
I just said 2 times. I'm going to say it again. No further questions.
All right, thank you then, sir. Does it have any redirect?
No, nothing else. Thank you, Judge.
All right, thank you. You may be excused.
Such a dick.
I'm going to excuse the jury momentarily to take up a legal issue with the parties, and hopefully we'll have you brought back out shortly. You can use this opportunity for a comfort break, though.
Tara's getting hosed in this deal. My goodness, it's so unfair
Mhm.
the way they treat this lawyer.
Yeah.
I've never seen a lawyer more disrespected in court.
Right? Especially when he has all those boxes of discovery there.
All those
Please be seated.
boxes. Huh?
We make an offer of proof, sir, as it relates to why or what questions and what information you believe this officer would provide about news reports that he has seen.
So the offer of proof would just be to that one question.
What would the question be?
The question was, would have been, if I was allowed to finish it, had he seen any news reports directly connected to the incident?
But what's the
The same
relevance for him?
thing that many other witnesses have been asked, and it was never
Axe.
sustained
he's
in. It was never even
axing
objected
people
to.
again.
It was the same. It was
Let's
essentially
focus
one of
on
the same
the
questions.
specific objection that was posed and my
And what was the grounds for
willingness
it?
to give you an opportunity to provide the court with an offer of proof. This was what relevance would this particular witness seeing news reports have to his testimony?
The same thing that any other witness that was asked the same question.
Which would be what? You have to be specific, sir.
I
I'm not
was
gonna
specific.
assume
They
I
saw-
understand what you are saying.
How would this guy seeing news reports after the incident affect his testimony at the time of the incident to do anything? We're questioning him about the day of. So anything that happens afterwards doesn't matter. It's the day of. Stupid. Good job, Daryl.
They saw any reports related to the incident. That's the same question that's been asked by numerous
Well, there would be a
witnesses.
follow-up to that. So how is it relevant to this witness's testimony?
It's relevant to anyone who gets on the stand's testimony.
What's the legal basis you believe it's relevant to?
No, scares the judge is going to be gray plaid shirt day. All right, so I'll just set you up for that. Gray plaid shirt day. That will be the day where he scares the judge. This is when he's doing his own. This is when he's calling his own witnesses. All right, this is prior to that. We got a few days before we get to that. Day 8's killer. Day 9. It might be day 9 or 10. I can't remember. 9, 10, or 11. One of those 3 days is where he scares the judge and bangs on the table and gives the death stare. That's when that happens. We're a little ways off of that. But no, day 8 gets a little spicy with the witnesses. We'll see it. We'll get there.
His testimony, sir.
It obviously forms an opinion.
Again, I'm not. You need to explain to me, sir, the legal basis why you believe I should allow that witness to be asked that question and then any follow-up based on his response.
What would have been a follow-up?
I'm asking you, sir, you're the one who's the proponent of this particular testimony and this questioning and the evidence. So explain to me your legal basis for why you believe it's relevant to ask, or any other reason, any legal basis you believe it's that I should allow that question to be asked.
I don't understand how you want me to answer that. I've stated the reason why I asked the question.
No, you stated it's obvious, but it's not obvious to me, so I'm asking you to explain it.
I also stated that I just clearly stated that it goes towards biasness.
Bias.
That
Sorry,
would be relevant.
Wait, it goes to what?
Biased.
Bias?
Biased.
No, bias. B-I-A-S. Not, there's no T at the end. Bias. I want to make sure I understand your reasoning correctly, sir. So you're saying it goes to bias. How does it go to bias of this witness, sir?
How would it not go to if you see something in the news?
It's not a proper legal argument, sir.
Okay, well, I don't know how you want me to answer
How
that.
would what he saw subsequent to his investigation impact either what he did beforehand or his testimony here? You have to make an offer of proof as to that. Without that, I'm not going to allow it.
You didn't allow it anyway, so it doesn't matter at this point.
I'm giving you the opportunity. It's called an offer of proof. I said I would recall the witness if I
I'm well aware
determine.
what an offer of proof is. I'm
Okay,
well aware.
so make your offer of proof.
Oh, he
I
knows
don't
what
need
that
to.
is,
It's
though.
clear.
I don't need
It's very clear. I don't see anything funny either.
It's not funny, sir. It's just it's a circular argument. It's you're
I
telling me
wasn't
that it's
referring to you.
clear.
I wasn't referring that to you. The person that was referred to know who they are.
Well, let's stay on task, please. So
I'm trying to.
you're
but
claiming
it's
it goes to bias,
May I
but
say
in
this?
what
May I say
way?
this for the record, Your Honor? It's hard to stay on task when it seems like the prosecution can ask essentially anything they want to ask.
Mr.
But
Brooks,
then when
I
object-
had an
wait.
objection before. Well, here's the thing. You want to go off target and you want
It's
to
not
bring
off
up
target.
things from the past. I can't explain to you why sometimes the state has an objection and other times they don't. But when
That's not what I asked.
when an objection has been made, it is my obligation to rule on it. And so there was an objection.
I'm aware of that, Your Honor. But I'm also aware of the fact, and it's clear that I object quite often, and every single time I object is just thrown to the side every single time.
Well, I would disagree with that characterization, sir.
And why
I
would
make
you
my
disagree with
rulings
that?
in this
Why would
case
you disagree
based.
with that?
I'm like an
Can you point out one
umpire.
time?
I'm like an umpire in a baseball game, sir. I call and see the legal objections as I see them. That is my role, and that is what I do. And
Are you kidding me?
that's exactly what I do. I'm an umpire, sir.
Your Honor.
I am a referee in this trial.
If you're the
And let me finish. Let me finish,
okay.
Mr. Brooks.
I
Okay?
apologize. I'm late.
So sometimes parties make objections, sometimes they don't. There can be a variety of reasons. You make a lot of objections in this case. From my perspective, okay, you make a number of objections, I rule on them, and you disagree with them. But that doesn't mean I'm casting things aside. I'm making a call based on the rules of evidence. So for example, if there's a relevance objection, I'm going to analyze that, okay, based on the objection that's been made. Sometimes I might think there's another basis for something to either come in or not come in. But my rule book, okay, is the rules of evidence, which are the statutes, which once again, I'll point out, I gave you, sir, near the beginning of this trial, so that you would have a better understanding of what those rules are. If you choose not to read them, that's fine. But you cannot then claim that there is somehow foul play because you haven't read them and you don't understand what they are. Your ignorance of the law is not a defense for any of this. Okay, and you getting frustrated.
Your ignorance of the law is not a defense. Oh, dude. I love this part because he's so stupid. And she makes it very clear. How could he be biased based on what he did the day of and what he saw since then? Because you're asking about what he saw the day of. So anything that happens afterwards does not matter. Right? So it's just stupid. But of course, Big Dummy's never going to understand that. But it's amazing. She makes a lot of things where I do disagree with Judge Doro at times. But here she hands it to him.
With me because you don't understand that. I mean, it's just what it is. But I'm calling these legal shots as I see them. And I've asked you repeatedly for an offer of proof. You want to ask this witness who had limited involvement regarding a part of an investigation related to that vehicle. I don't see the relevance, even to bias, for which I will allow him to answer that. You haven't given me a legal or factual reason to overrule the objection and to bring the witness back on the stand and to question him about his viewing of any news reports. So with that, we are going to take a very short break. The jury's been out for a little bit, but I recognize it's 3:25. It will be a good opportunity for a comfort break. And when we come back on, the state should be prepared to call the next witness.
Can I at least rebuttal to what you just said since you
I don't need a rebuttal, sir. You may not agree with me, but I've made
it's not about agreeing.
record.
You just told me not to interrupt you and I didn't. So I at least deserve the chance to put on the record a rebuttal.
What would you like to put on the record as it relates to the specific issue for which I was giving you the opportunity to be heard? Not anything else, not subject matter jurisdiction, not whether the state's doing other things. I'm only asking you to address the offer of proof.
No,
if you have something, go ahead. Only as it relates to
I want to address your position because you said you're like the umpire, right?
Well, I'm not getting, okay, go ahead, sir. I'm not sure why you need to respond to that.
Because it needs to be on the record. If you're the umpire, that means you're the referee.
Okay.
That's what I'm doing here today, sir.
And you're not reffing fair if the jury's not allowed to hear things that's important for them to know.
I respectfully disagree, sir. Again, just because you believe the law means you have a right to question all these witnesses about who the plaintiff is and about subject matter jurisdiction.
I didn't question anybody about that.
Okay.
That was between you and I. That didn't have nothing to do with a witness. I've never once questioned a witness about subject matter
about whether they are aware of complaints. And the funny thing is, sir, I sometimes let that question be answered for reasons that are completely different, I believe, than why you want them in. I'm not going to explain that because I don't have to explain that.
What's my reason for asking it?
Well, I believe you've made it very clear, sir. So here's the bottom line.
I don't.
One of my roles is to be the umpire.
Then you got to be fair, Your Honor. You're a public servant.
I am fair, and I'm going to follow the rules of evidence.
Your Honor,
that doesn't mean unfettered questioning of witnesses that are not relevant or that call for hearsay or for a variety of other reasons that are speculative. There's a whole host of reasons in the rules of evidence, sir, that require me to make those determinations.
You're not being fair.
I respect that you might not think it's always fair, but I disagree with the characterization. I think it has more to do with your lack of understanding of the rules of evidence and the rules of procedure, which you knowingly and freely and voluntarily and deliberately made a choice to represent yourself. And
you keep saying that because it sounds good on the record, but it's not accurate. You accepted. You gave me the paperwork, Your Honor. I gave it back to you.
I'm not going in. I didn't say that, sir, so we can go back and rehash all of those things.
But you know you accepted the way that I gave you the paperwork back. So once you accept that,
I made findings on the record, which I will stand by, sir. So
I'm not arguing your findings. I'm not arguing the findings, Your Honor.
You need to come for.
What happened?
I would like to get through one more.
You got to call it fair. You got.
Got fair, Joe Brooks. Getting raw deals, Joe Brooks. Oh, yes, he is. Oh, yes, he is. Hashtag press Joe Brooks. Oh, that was such a good exchange. Hang on, let me get back here. Sir, I'm going to call this guy to the stand. We'll watch a little bit of him. I'm going to let Witchow go a little bit here. Ketchup, I got to run down for the laundry again.
Okay.
So I'll be right back. But no, I got to go reset the laundry and get that one. It was a big load.
Oh, great. Thanks for telling everybody.
What? I'm washing my pillowcases and stuff. I have to have fresh pillowcases after this to fall asleep.
It is very important. Fresh pillowcases are
Don't
important.
forget, change out your pillowcases every 2 weeks. Every 2 weeks, if not one.
Mm-hmm.
I do every 2 weeks in patty cakes, but remember,
I gotta wash mine today too.
for 6 months. Thank you so much for that. Let me see if I can get you a little. Is your laundry close to the toilets? It's downstairs. I got to go all the way downstairs to get to the laundry room. And yes, I do have a bathroom down there as well. I do have one down there as well. Wait, do I have one or two? No, just one downstairs. Just one downstairs. Here we go. I'll leave you guys playing with this. I'll be back in just a little bit. Catch up. This guy was living in the apartments where Daryl Burke's car was found, and then we will pop over to day 8 just for at least the first witness. It'll be a good time. Here we go.
Back in November of 2021, were you living here in the city of Waukesha?
Yes.
What was your home address on November 21st of 2021?
338 Maple Avenue, second unit or upper unit.
Okay, that's a duplex?
It's a duplex, yeah.
Were you home at 338 Maple in the upper unit on the afternoon of that day, the 21st?
Yes.
Do you recall at some point hearing a noise or something that was out of place outside of your window?
Yeah, during that time I was sitting down, and to my left is a window that looks down to the driveway, and when I was sitting down I heard like a big scratch, sort of kind of like just a rough scratch of either metal or whatever. And as soon as I look out, because the window's right there, I just peeped open the blinds, and I was able to see that there was a vehicle that I'd never recognized. And as soon as I looked over, I was able to see just somebody being able to get just jump over the hood of the car, kind of dash away. And when I saw the car, I just saw that it was really beat up. And my first instinct was like, who is this? I hope our cars are okay. Wasn't really sure what was going on. Sorry.
Could you describe the vehicle for us that you saw in the driveway?
It was a red vehicle, SUV, bigger, not a sedan, not a truck, not a pickup truck. It was just a red SUV.
When you looked out your second story window at the driveway and you saw the vehicle, at that time, could you see whether there was any damage to the vehicle?
Yeah.
Overruled.
Said it was
You
beat
may
up?
answer.
Yeah, I saw damage to the vehicle. It was mostly at the hood of the car. You can see damage to the front windshield as well. I was able to even see sort of kind of like a lit up headband on the rear view mirror or the side view mirror, kind of hanging right about, kind of inside or on it, I guess you can say.
Okay. When you looked out the window, had the SUV already come to a stop or was it still moving?
It was at a complete stop when I looked out the window.
The person you described earlier, where did you first see that person?
Already outside of the vehicle, like I said, jumping out mostly over the hood of the car. And as soon as that happened, I instinctively kind of just shut down the blind. And since we live in a duplex, I thought it was somebody from downstairs that maybe crashed into one of our cars. Maybe they caused an accident, and I tried contacting the people downstairs right away. So I wasn't really in much of a threat, I guess you can say, but I was just confused at the moment.
Okay. We'll come back to that. I want to ask you a couple more questions about this person that you saw.
Mm-hmm.
Was this person directly below you in your vantage point, or was it off to the side?
It was more
relevancy.
Overruled. He may answer.
It was more towards the side. It wasn't really below me. Sort of leaving my point of view from the window.
Did you see what direction that person went after they jumped over the hood of the SUV?
It would have been sort of straight ahead, kind of towards the left of the driveway, so I couldn't see them anymore. We have two windows, one in the bedroom, one in the living room. And if I was in the bedroom, I would have been able to see exactly where they went, but they just went left from my point of view.
So would that have been toward or away from Maple?
That would have been
witness.
Hold on. If there's an objection, wait until I rule on it. And overruled, the witness may answer.
It was towards Maple Avenue.
Did you see that person reach Maple Avenue?
No.
Why not?
The point of view from the window doesn't really let me see towards Maple Avenue or Maple Avenue altogether.
Okay. After the person went out of your field of view, is that when you tried to contact your downstairs neighbor?
Yeah, because I assumed that it was maybe somebody they invited over because I really didn't recognize the person, and I tried contacting them to make sure they knew who it was or who the person was.
From the moment you first looked out your window and saw that SUV until the moment that the person we've been talking about went out of your field of view, did you see any other people outside your window?
No.
Did you at some point go downstairs to investigate?
Yeah, that was during me going downstairs, I was trying to contact the people downstairs because they always invite people over. And that was a vehicle I've never seen in my life. So I assumed maybe it was one of their friends, somebody. So when I went downstairs, I sort of came to the front of the vehicle. I was able to see the damage up front. The hood was really beat up. You could see it steaming a little bit. So when I contacted the neighbors, one of them actually told me that they'll ask around. He came back to me. He said, that's nobody's car. They all came out. We were all kind of surrounding it, and we were so confused as to why the car was there. And at the same time, when we were looking at the damage of the vehicle, people were leaving downtown Waukesha from Maple Avenue from the library going the other way. And some of them were running. Some of them looked scared. Some of them, one of them told us to call the cops. We were kind of confused as to why. And well, mostly because we saw the vehicle. And we tried not touching it. We tried just leaving it be. One of the people from downstairs called the cops, and we waited a little bit. And as soon as the cops showed up, they told us to go back inside. And I was sort of inside for the rest of the afternoon until the car was removed.
When you first started standing around the vehicle with the other people you talked about, do you remember approximately how many people were standing around the SUV?
It would have been the three main neighbors that we have from downstairs, two of their girlfriends, I believe, and then two of their other friends would have maybe been around like 6, 7. And then my mom was also down with me, and then I was there with her. But yeah, we tried not really interacting with the vehicle. We were telling everybody not to interact with it.
And was it at that time while you were standing with those people around the SUV that you saw other people running down Maple?
Yes.
And what direction were they running?
They were heading towards sort of the restaurant La Estacion, heading towards kind of like the train tracks, leaving from the library from Maple Avenue.
So would that be running north or running south?
I guess if you're looking at downtown Waukesha, I guess that would be north. I guess if south is heading towards downtown, north would be heading away from it.
Okay, let's put up.
Yes, it's the same day. This is our last witness from day 7. It's not very eventful, but I'll let it play a little bit. We'll get to his cross-examination a little bit, and then we'll move on to day 8, which is so much better. He basically just witnesses the vehicle, and it's all beat up.
Yeah, that's what he just
The
said.
witness only, exhibit number 130.
Go ahead.
And can we zoom in on the right middle of the screen?
That's French. I used to bet it.
Objection. What's the relevancy?
Well, I'm gonna ask you to show the witness a map that does not have the annotations. It's also saying your objection.
Someone told me you want to turn it back on.
We'll get more.
Objection. What's being looked up that's not already an exhibit? Look like something was being looked up.
I can't answer that question. I don't know.
Is it exhibit? Is
Looking
it?
for
I guess on my objection would be: is there an exhibit being shown, or is there?
There's nothing shown to the witness right now. It's off. Is it exhibit 130?
Hey, Lisa, how are you?
Objected. I sustained the objection, and so I told the state not to show the map with annotations.
Okay.
So whatever they're doing in response to that, I can't answer.
Something popped up on the screen to look like they was trying to Google something, and then now my screen is off now. So that would be an exhibit.
I didn't see anything, so we can take that up later if need be, but let's keep going with the questioning of the witness, and we can deal with that later outside the presence of the jury.
Just for the record, I know it's 140 exhibits, so it shouldn't be no more than that. You can't create exhibits right now.
Well, we'll get to any legal issues later, so if the state can continue,
I'll
please.
try to clear this up without any more exhibits for Mr. Brooks. When you are standing in your driveway facing Maple Avenue, if you wanted to go to downtown Waukesha, would you go left or right?
Objection. That was actually answered. He asked north or south, and he already answered that question.
This question has not been asked or answered, so your objection is overruled. The witness may answer.
And I'm sorry, you can answer that again.
It was left. Yeah,
And if you wanted to go to La Estacion or the train tracks, would you go left or right?
it would be right.
So the people who were running past your house on Maple,
Sorry, Wanda. I was changing out my laundry. Sorry, Wanda. My bad. I'm here. I had to go restart the dryer and everything. So no, I'm back. Sorry, Wanda.
How much time had gone past between that time and the time that you first heard the noise and looked out your window upstairs?
Objection, relevancy.
Overruled.
I would say that it was maybe around 2 minutes, not even that much, because I still had to get my shoes and everything. I wanted to go downstairs, and at the same time, I was texting the neighbor from downstairs. So I would say a little bit of time passed by before I went downstairs.
Can we please show for everyone exhibit number 65, a video which has previously been received?
Go ahead.
Just wait for a thumbs up from the bailiff. Okay. Do you recognize the area that's depicted in this exhibit?
Yeah.
Tell us what we're looking at here.
Right now we're looking at sort of the side of the building that's from Les Paul that's facing my house and facing Maple Avenue. That house in the corner is my neighbor's house. I know them as the Loxes, and over there to the left where the perimeter of the fence ends, that's my house with the brick sort of kind of pillars and balcony. That'd be my house.
Okay.
So I know I could see what the witness was pointing to.
We're gonna have Matthew.
So very well. I just wanted, it's kind of difficult for me to put that on the record. So if you can have some further questioning, that would be good.
Sure. That screen in front of you is a touch screen, as long as you use your
Okay.
finger. Can you circle your house for us?
It would be right here.
And we're at the 0-second timestamp on this, just for the record. And then if we could clear that, please. Now I'm going to ask Ms. Gussie to pull up the zoom tool again. And we've zoomed in on the top left quadrant of this photo, or this video. If we could play here from the beginning.
Objection, what's the relevancy?
Overruled. It's been admitted already. He testified his house is in it.
This camera's at the middle school.
Yeah. Yeah.
Saturn went there.
Oh,
Pause.
there you go.
The 27-second mark, pause there. Sir, do you recall, well, let me just back up there. Did you see on the video there a figure emerging from your driveway?
Yeah.
Can you circle that figure for us?
Right here, and
Thank
then right there as well. Where, yeah.
And what's the second thing you circled?
Just a vehicle.
Okay, let's clear those two circles, please. Does that figure, understanding the limitations of how far away this camera is, does that figure appear to be consistent with the figure you saw hopping over the hood of the SUV?
Objection, speculative.
Overruled. The witness may answer.
At the time of my sort of testimony, when we got a visit from detectives, I told them that I did see a figure. I remember saying that he had a hoodie. At the time, I told them that I wasn't really sure of the color of it. And when I was asked again the next morning, I just told them that maybe it was like a gray or white. But I told them that maybe it was part of the stuff that I saw on top of the car. I remember seeing scarves on top of the car, that headband that was white with colors. So at the time, it was like a flash. And I was, what's it called? I can see that I was sort of correct because it was a year ago. And when I gave my testimony, I said everything I could, like that I remembered at that time, which was person I saw had a hoodie on. Wasn't really able to see them face to face, but I can see that they were sort of leaving the car, jumping over the hood of the car. Just kind of, yeah.
Okay. And you did not see that person's face?
No.
Okay. Let's play just a couple more seconds here before we hit play, though. I'll just ask you to focus on the figure we've been talking about. And pause. At 31 seconds. Based on what you've seen so far in this exhibit, does that figure appear to be traveling in a path consistent with what you remember?
Yeah.
Objection, hearsay. You say you can't see the street from the window.
Overruled. He may answer the way that that question was phrased.
Still
When I
doesn't know
mentioned the
what
direction
hearsay
of the
is.
person that I saw leaving, facing my driveway, obviously there's an exit which connects that entryway where all the cars are parked, and then our driveway where our garage is.
It's not hearsay if it's his own words, dummy. They're asking what he saw. Oh
Right.
my God, Daryl, you're not doing well.
And sort of the way that I saw the person leaving was
Maybe
towards
read
the
that
left of my
book
field
she
of view, which
gave
would be
you.
heading towards Maple
No.
Avenue.
She gave me a book.
I'm now
At
gonna
least the
show for witness only,
introduction.
please, exhibit number 66. You recognize the photograph on the screen in front of you?
Yeah.
What are we looking at here?
We're looking at the side of my house that faces kind of the other side of Maple Avenue, I guess you can say.
Okay. Are we on the same side of your house as the camera angle from the last exhibit?
No, we're not.
On the other side?
Yeah, the other camera on the school building was facing the right side of the house. This is facing the left side of the house.
Is this how your house appeared on the night of November 21st, 2021?
Yeah.
Move exhibit 66 into evidence and ask to publish.
Exhibit 66 is received. Permission to publish is granted.
Do you see a vehicle in your driveway in this picture?
Yeah, it's the red SUV that I described.
We'll show now for the witness only, please, exhibit number 67. You recognize this exhibit?
Yeah.
What are we looking at here?
We're looking at my driveway, and then my house is to the right. And sort of, this is kind of like the area that we were sort of looking at the car from. We approached a little bit closer, but that's sort of what I saw that night. That is what I saw that night.
And actually, Judge, just to be a little more efficient with time, I'm going to move through the rest of these photos and lay the foundation and then move them all in at once.
Go ahead.
All right. We'll show the witness only, please, 68. You recognize that photograph?
Yeah.
What are we looking at here?
We're looking at the car, or the SUV, sorry, that in my driveway. To the left, you can see a little bit of a kind of like a stump, a log.
Portray your driveway, your backyard, and your neighbor's backyard as they looked the night of November 21st?
Yeah.
And you went outside and looked at these things yourself, correct?
Yeah, I did. When before the cops sort of arrived, when we were sort of hovering around the car, and my neighbors were contacting the police, I was trying to see if any damage was done to our vehicles because that was our main concern. Since we had no idea what happened with the parade or anything, we just tried to go see what happened to our driveway, what we needed to worry about. But yeah.
Move exhibits 67 through 73 into evidence and request permission to publish.
Objection. No relevancy.
Thank you.
Oh my goodness.
Thank you.
No relevancy.
Hit the like button if you could, if you enjoyed the content, if you like our little flashback, retrial, rewatch, retrial thingy that we do. And don't forget, tomorrow is going to be Monday, Respun Day, Refund Day. All right. We're going to watch Fleabag and Gabe. Write a bunch of checks back to the donors because it is February. And as she said, if permits weren't achieved by January, all the money is going back to the people. And here's the vehicle of Daryl Brooks right there. That is his vehicle. Sitting in the driveway, heavily damaged. They will do a walk around of this video of this vehicle as well in person with the jury, as you can see fluids coming out of it. And bear in mind, a majority of this damage, if not, I can't say all of this damage, a majority of this damage was done by people. All right.
Well, when they showed the first video of him with Erica outside the women's center, it didn't look it wasn't all dented up like that.
Yeah, exactly. It wasn't all dented up like that when he ran over Erica Patterson, that's for sure. And don't forget when we get to Officer Casey, and Casey is one of the officers or detectives who did interview one of the Slender Man girls. I believe she's back in prison again after escaping from jail. He interviewed one of them, and this is interesting. I'll just let this play because we have the we just have pictures going on. That's fine. But no, the funny thing about that is in Wisconsin, all right, when you have someone who perpetuated a crime, possibly, even if they're a minor, you do not need to have a parent present when interviewing them. They were getting some flack about that, I should say. Detective Casey was, but it was proven that given what happened with the Slender Man stabbing, that no, they didn't need to get or have a parent present with the two teenagers that stabbed the young lady.
Yeah, how old were those girls?
I believe at the time, 13, maybe 12, 13.
Really?
I believe at the time, and people were asking a lot of questions about, wait. They didn't have a parent present. They don't need to, because the gravity of the crime that was perpetuated in Wisconsin. Other states have different rules, but in Wisconsin, they had every right to question her without a parent present. We might get to that at some point in time too, because that's right here happened in Waukesha. Another situation with the Slender Man. Well, I guess it was a stabbing. I can't remember the girl's name off the top of my head, but she survived. She survived and everything. I don't think she's forgiven the girls that stabbed her many times. But no, it's another tragic situation. But in that situation, the girl actually survived, which is good. But no, it was scary as all hell.
Mm-hmm.
What are you folks doing up there in Waukesha?
I don't know, man. I only moved back over there for a couple years, and after the parade stuff happened, I got out of there.
Yeah. I mean, yeah, because I think actually the Slender Man stuff happened a couple years prior to the parade incident. So yeah, but yeah, you can see the car's been totaled. They claim Daryl Brooks is going to use this as an excuse because in this testimony, there were some, what do you say, like tree stubs that were put up around like a campfire or something, like a fire pit, where people would go out and they would hang out by the fire pit. And Daryl says the majority of the damage came from him running over these tree stubs. Okay. And so
Oh boy.
that's now his defense, despite the fact that we saw how damaged the car was when Officer Redbeard fired shots at him. So, so no, it clearly was not the major. It did stop the car, though. This was the incident that eventually halted the vehicle from moving any further. So yeah, there's but yeah, this guy, he was just describing his lawn. Here you can see the tree stubs there. Daryl Brooks is gonna make a deal out of this. Do you guys want to skip past this witness and move into day 8? It's up to you. The first witness in day 8 is amazing. But let me know if you want to move past this witness. Put a 1 in the chat if you want to move past this witness and run to day 8, where the first witness is. Day 8 says Mr. Landfill. Mr. Landfill.
Yeah, I'm good with that too. I think we got the gist of what this guy
Okay,
saw.
yeah, we got the gist of this guy. Let me.
Collection. Was that car parked in your neighbor's backyard?
I guess you can define it as a scrape. I guess you can say a little bit better.
Was it a loud crash?
You couldn't really say it was a crash. You can, in regards to the scrapes,
To his recollection, did anyone
Just
of the
wanna
people
get
that was
closing.
moving away from
Accurate or incomplete. Relying on this information is unfair because the
He's
parties did
reading
not
the
have the
Bible.
opportunity to refute,
Very
explain,
good.
or correct it. Do not
On the
communicate with
Bible.
anyone about this trial or your experience as a juror while you are serving on this jury. Do not use a computer, cell phone, or other electronic device, including personal wearable electronics applications or tools with communication capabilities, to share any information about this case. For example, do not communicate by telephone, blog post, email, text message.
He's really focused on the Bible now. The Bible. This is Ketchup. Hey, he's got the Bible out. Very focused in front of the jury, making sure that they all know he's reading the Bible. Yep. Holy Bible, Batman. Look
Couldn't
at-
have been me. I
This
was
is
reading
one
the
of-
Bible.
He's reading one of my favorite verses right now. One of my favorite verses. Now he's going to berate Judge Doro later on in the trial because he's not paying attention when he's in the other courtroom because he was such a bad boy. That she's like, well, it appears he's not paying attention. He's reading a book, and he's like, no, I'm reading the book.
Oh Lord.
Holier than thou, Daryl Brooks. Oh, Daryl. But you know what? He did a pretty good job today. He didn't get kicked out of court, so we have that going for us. Pretty good job. Let me just see if he's got any closing statements here.
All right, I'll see everyone on Monday morning at 8:30. We are in recess. Thank you, everyone.
Yeah, Monday. There you go. Peace out, Daryl. All right, this is where Ketchup probably get kicked from the screen because I'm going to share a new video. But hopefully she
Don't say it.
I hope not.
I know, but why'd you say it? It's been fine all day.
It's been
Don't jinx it.
Don't want to jinx it. All right. This first, actually, all of these first witnesses are terrific, but the first guy, he's awesome. He's so good, folks.
Parties today that one of the jurors called in this morning and was not feeling well, and I did excuse that juror. So that will mean at the appropriate time, when the court selects the alternates by random lot, I will only be selecting 3. I believe that was juror number 35. All right. Anything preliminary before the jury's brought out for the continuation of testimony from the state?
Is the audio on, Your Honor?
No.
Okay, thank you.
All right. Sorry about that.
The only thing, housekeeping to clean up, Your Honor, is Exhibit 15, which was the victim map that we had first introduced through Detective Casey, and you admitted it subject to proof of all of the events that are depicted on the map. We believe we have now reached that point where it can be admitted in full. I do have a poster-sized copy of that exhibit that's also marked as Exhibit 15. So we have Exhibit 1 is the map of the downtown area. Exhibit 15 is the what we have termed the victim map, or the parade victim map.
Well, no, he didn't unalive his girlfriend, Erica Patterson. She witnesses in this case. She was run over. She injured her leg, I believe, maybe the week prior. And then his mom bails him out of jail. And then, of course, well, we all know what happened after that. But no, she survived. She survived. It's Erica Patterson. She'll be brought back up on the stand again by Daryl Brooks.
All right, your objection is noted, and Exhibit 15 is received. I believe I told the jury it was received subject to that foundation, but I will advise them that it's been received by the court when they come out today.
All right, and then one other housekeeping matter. Last week, I believe it may have even been on Thursday, we had a discussion with Mr. Brooks outside the presence of the jury, in which several broad topics were discussed. One of them was Mr. Brooks had indicated he did not have a pretrial offer from the state. We would ask the record to reflect that afternoon we did provide him again with a written copy of our pretrial offer, and that was placed with his materials on the table. I just wanted that in the record, please.
I object to that. I don't. If it was with my paperwork, I haven't seen it.
It was specifically one of the papers, sir, that you left in the bullpen area that on the next morning, on Friday morning, I made a record of providing back to you. So it was provided to you twice.
Well, I haven't seen it.
Offer on the record?
Yes. Give me 1 second, Your Honor.
So what's
There she's complaining he wasn't giving a pretrial offer, all right, which he's not going to take anyways. But now he's saying, oh, it's unfair. I didn't know they had an offer on play, for me. And now she's like, oh, I'll give you your offer right now. You can take it at any point in time. Here you go. I'll read it into the record, and then we'll give you a copy of it.
the significance of being on the record?
So that you are fully aware of it, sir. It was provided to you, but you're indicating you haven't read it, so I want them to make a record of it. The significance would be, I suppose, if at any point you wanted to change your plea, you could do that based upon the pretrial offer.
Well, in any event, I accept for value and return for value that document whenever I see it.
Attorney Upper, go ahead.
Value in return.
Sorry, it's just taking me a second to retrieve it here, Your Honor.
Your Honor, this would be a perfect time to address the subject matter jurisdiction that has yet to be proven on the record and must be
Mr.
proven
Brooks,
by the
I
prosecution.
issued, we are not going to address it. I issued a written decision last week. If you disagree with that, then you can take that up to a higher court. But I issued a written decision. I'm not addressing that any further.
That has yet to be proven on record.
Mr. Brooks, my written decision is the decision of this court.
Has it
Attorney
been proven,
Opera, go ahead.
has it been proven on record that you have subject matter jurisdiction? Because it has yet to be proven.
Mr. Brooks, your position is simply not correct as a matter of law. I explained that.
And proven
and I
lawfully
issued
by
the
law.
decision. You might be confusing subject matter jurisdiction with venue, which is why I commented on that last week.
Absolutely
And there
not.
has been evidence received regarding venue. So I'm going to turn back to Attorney
It has
Opera. She's
nothing to
going to
do
make a
with venue,
record of
Your
the
Honor.
pretrial offer. I'd ask that you not interrupt. Thank you.
Your Honor, the offer that was dated July 5 of 2022 reads as follows. Plead to counts 1 through 67 in the information. The penalty enhancers on all counts will be struck. Counts 68 to 83 will be dismissed and read in. The state will recommend 6 consecutive life sentences on counts 1 through 6. The state will recommend unspecified prison on all other counts. The defense is free to argue. This pretrial offer was conveyed to his prior counsel on or about the July 5th date. And there, in fact, had been an earlier offer as well that had been relayed prior to the preliminary hearing or the filing of the information back in January of 2022 that had also been conveyed to his defense counsel at the time.
All right. Thank you.
So why haven't I been informed of that?
All right, Mr. Brooks, that is not a topic we are going to take up any further. I just wanted the record to reflect that that offer was conveyed to you.
It wasn't conveyed to me, Your Honor. This is the first time I'm hearing of it. So if it was conveyed to my former
It's not
counsel,
something I'm going to, it's not something I'm going to further address her unless you indicate to me that you would like to take advantage of the pretrial offer by changing your pleas to.
It's a pretty good offer, True Ketchup. They'll get to it. Pretty good offer.
And that's not what you want to do. So unless that paperwork were to be filed, then I'm going to continue with this trial as if you are exercising your right to a trial in this matter.
and in all respect, Your Honor, I don't think it's fair that you should assume what I want to do or not, or what I don't want to do.
I just need to make a record that that paperwork was provided, sir. We'll continue with the testimony today. I'm not going to take up subject matter jurisdiction. I've issued a written decision. Is there any other preliminary topic from either party?
Is that decision verified proof that subject matter jurisdiction exists? Because it has yet to be proven on the record.
All right, your objection is noted. Please bring the jury up.
Your Honor, is that the answer?
Mr. Brooks, I issued a written decision. That's your answer.
And what's that? And what does the written decision entail?
So that was provided to you last week. I'm not going to.
I accept for value in return for value the document that I have not seen. What does it entail, Your Honor?
What is this
Sir, you were
return
provided
for
with a written copy.
value
I'm not gonna
crap?
read it into the record at this point. It is part of the record. It's a final order.
If
for
it's part of the
purposes
record,
appeal.
why can't it be read into the record right now?
That's a sovereign citizenship.
I've
Yeah.
never heard that
Yeah.
one before.
That's the value in return for value receiving, whatever, basically saying, I received your document for the value for which it is received. I guess I don't know.
Okay.
I'm struggling with this one with Daryl, but this is where we're going to get to a tacit agreement again. Oh, no, the tacit agreement. And Judge Darrell's going to correct him on this one. It'll be delightful. Hey, here we go. Trust me. Oh, by the way, what the state offered him was plead guilty to counts 1 through 6, and you'll get 6 life sentences, and plead guilty to basically everything else. They'll dismiss counts 68 through 76, and he'll get an unspecified amount of time for all of the other charges, but all of the enhancers. All right, the additional 5 years or whatever it is per charge would get dismissed, meaning he could probably knock off about 1,000 years or 600 years off his 6 life sentences. So they offered
1,000
him,
years.
yeah, he didn't want that deal. He's like, no, I think I can beat this. I'm pretty good. I've proven it now. He's doing good. Let me see.
No.
It doesn't need to be read into the record. So
Is it
it's
verified
part
proof
the
of
record.
is it verified proof of subject matter?
Mr. Brooks, I'm not answering that because it's not something that needs to be verified.
It
have a
it
mistaken
has to be
belief. Right.
verified
Is
by
that
the
your
prosecution. Or is that a tacit agreement that you don't have to answer that question or verify proof of subject matter
Sir,
jurisdiction?
I have no such agreement with you, tacit or otherwise. So that's not how this operates. Again, just
So
because
would
you
it be
believe
proven?
the law requires, that doesn't make it true. All right, the
Show
jury's
me
coming out.
lawfully
All
law.
rise.
She says, I have no such agreement with you, tacit or otherwise. Shortly thereafter, not right away, but Daryl's gonna get the picture that it's a tacit agreement, not a tacit agreement, but he'll continue on with tacit for just a little bit longer because, well, he's a moron. And I love the little shots that Judge Doro takes at him occasionally. Like, I don't even know what that means. I don't know what a tacit agreement is.
I know.
I have no
It's so good.
tacit or otherwise. And then Daryl's gonna catch on, but no, watch this. He's gonna be like, I got it on the record here at 22 minutes in, tacit agreement with Judge Doro. Just listen, it's awesome.
For the jury, please.
Show me by lawfully law that you have subject matter jurisdiction because it hasn't been proven on the record. It has yet to be proven for the record. Let the record reflect that.
The record will not reflect that, and the jury will disregard the comments currently being made.
The record
Just
should
made by
reflect that.
Mr. Brooks.
You have to put it on the record. Otherwise, that'll be tampering with the record.
Oh boy.
So at 8:40,
All right. Good morning, everyone. Please be seated.
tacit agreement at 8:40.
All right. Please disregard the most recent comment by
Tacit
Mr.
agreement
Brooks.
at
It's not
8:40.
evidence in this proceeding. Such agreement with you.
He says tacit agreement at 8:40, and then he goes, there you go, tacit agreement 8:40. So he corrects himself finally. It's so funny.
Tacit or otherwise. So that's not how this operates. Again, just
So
because
would it
you
be
believe
proven?
the law requires, that doesn't make it true. All right, the
Show
jury's
me
coming out.
lawfully
All
law.
rise for the jury, please.
Show me by lawfully law that you have subject
Lawfully
matter
law.
jurisdiction because it hasn't been proven on the record. It has yet to be proven for the record. Let the record reflect that.
The record will not reflect that, and the jury will disregard the comments currently being made.
The record
Just
should
made by
reflect that.
Mr. Brooks.
You have to put it on the record. Otherwise, that'll be tampering with the record. So at 8:40,
All right. Good morning, everyone. Please be seated.
tacit agreement at 8:40.
All right. Please disregard the most recent comment by
Tacit
Mr.
agreement
Brooks.
at
It's not
8:40.
evidence in this proceeding. All right. The statement call. It's next witness.
Thank you, Judge. The state calls Sean Backler.
No subject matter jurisdiction.
Jury will disregard that last statement by Mr. Brooks.
Has to be on the record.
Good morning, sir. Please make your way to the witness stand, which is all the way up by me, to my right. When you get there, please remain standing, raise your right hand, and my clerk, Teresa, who's on my left, will swear you in. There is one riser, so just be mindful of that.
Sean's pretty good. Now, Sean, and I can mute this because I have everything going, or I have this scroll going on, what the state asks him isn't as important as the rebut that Daryl does, which is delightful. But no, Sean sticks it to Daryl Brooks pretty good on his back and forth with Daryl Brooks. It's amazing. But no, Sean's awesome. The guy who comes up after Sean, we probably will get to him today. He is clearly very nervous to testify, but he also does a good job, but he struggles. But no, this guy is amazing. But yeah, it is funny to see Daryl switch things up like right away, like 8:40, tacit agreement. And then the jury comes in, he's like, tacit agreement, 8:40. Like he learned a new word and wants to display play it. It's awesome. And bear in mind, I want to remind everyone one other thing. I know I'm making fun of Dirt Brooks, okay? And I know we're having a good laugh, all right? I know what happened was terrible, okay? I don't want you to think I'm making light of what happened, because I as well somewhat lived through this, because when I was working at the time, I was working for the railroad, and I was working in this area. And it was a lot of effort going through the Dirt Works trial, and so many other things with Rittenhouse was going on at the same time. And I had to hear about this from so many employees that I would talk to on the phone who had to deal with this, who were from the Waukesha area. That's why it became very important to me. But no, I'm not making light of the situation. I want to make this very clear. No, I'm making light of Dirt Brooks because he's a moron. And, you know, there will be tough times and fun times that come out of this trial, but it's not all fun. Trust me. When Daryl Brooks starts calling witnesses, there are some witnesses that Daryl calls that are going to be hard to get through. But we're going to go through them because that shows what kind of a dick Daryl Brooks is. Hi, Bunsen. How are you, Bunsen? But yeah, when we get to the witnesses he calls, yeah, there's going to be a few that are they're going to be some tough ones.
Black, mixed, or Latino male, wearing a red shirt, jeans, long hair, beard, and I think he was missing his shoes.
Okay. You said red top?
Red shirt.
Red shirt. What kind of shirt?
Overruled, and his answer may stand.
He was wearing a red tee.
If there is an objection, please just wait until I rule on it first by saying either overruled or sustained, and I'll let you know if you can answer the question.
Okay, I'm sorry.
That's okay. Go ahead.
I'm just rolling through the prosecution's questions. It's not long, but Daryl's questions are amazing. I'll slow it down for Daryl's questions because, well, it's good.
It just seemed off because he was wearing a t-shirt. If I remember correctly, he was not wearing shoes. It was very cold out. He was sweating. His eyes were huge, and he was just acting. When he came off in the garage, he was asking if I could call him an Uber.
Okay. So you spoke with him a little bit?
Objection leading.
Sustained is to the form of the question. Please rephrase.
Very shortly.
I have to ask you the question.
Rephrase the
Oh,
question.
I'm sorry.
That's okay.
Did you speak with him?
A little bit.
Okay. What do you remember him saying?
He kept asking if I could call him an Uber, and then he said I need to get home.
Did you agree to call an Uber for him?
No, I said I needed to leave my yard.
Okay. And did he comply with that?
Yeah, he did. He just kept asking if I could call him an Uber, if he could use my phone. He said you just need to leave. And
the person that you're describing for us, sir, do you see him present in the courtroom here?
he's sitting over there with the mask on and in the suit.
Okay, I'm going to ask the defendant be instructed to remove the mask.
Mr. Brooks, please remove the mask.
And if he would look at the witness, please, Your Honor, with his head down, it's not to assist him.
All right, Mr. Brooks, please look up and look at the witness. Look at the witness, please. Thank you.
Is that the man that you're describing that was in your backyard that you spoke to?
Objection leading.
Overruled.
I want to show you a photograph. It's going to come up on that screen there next to you, okay? Just let me know when it's up. The system takes a minute to warm up, especially first thing in the morning.
Well, Bunsen, once again, I'm amazed how much pro se BS she put up with. Unfortunately, system of courts. This is a different situation, Bunsen. She didn't have a choice. She can't hold him in contempt. That doesn't do anyone any good. She cannot hold him in contempt because he's facing life sentences. Putting him in jail for 30 days when he's in jail just delays the proceeding and adds an opportunity for a mistrial because now you have jurors who are sitting around for 30 days going, who knows what they're doing? Who knows what they're talking about? So that's why she has to put up with this bullshit, Bunsen. She didn't have a choice. I mean, she cannot hold him in contempt. It's impossible. It ruined her own trial, and she knows this. All right, now back to
Lifted his shirt up and said he was unarmed.
Okay. Had you asked him about any weapons?
I did.
Relevancy.
I had not asked.
When he left your property, did you see which direction he headed?
He was going northwest.
Okay. Thank you, sir. I don't have any other questions.
All right, sir. Mr. Brooks, do you have any questions for this witness?
Yes, I to being called that name for the record. Do you recall giving a statement to Officer Probst?
I don't know his name, but I've talked to an officer.
this guy's gold.
And you did talk to an officer that night?
I talked to an officer on the phone. I did not talk to an officer that night. I mean, on the phone I did, but not in person.
I said, well, hi, Kelvin.
So it was a conversation on the non-emergency line. Would that be fair to say?
It was on the non-emergency line. I actually confirmed it after I called to make sure I was on the non-emergency line.
Do you recall the description that you gave at that time?
I do. Well, my best of my knowledge was that you were either black, Latino,
Who's you?
or mixed.
Who's you?
Well, then you have to let him answer the question first before you interrupt him with another one. Go ahead with the description you provided that night.
I said that the individual was either black, mixed, or Latino.
So it'd be fair to say you didn't know at the time.
I was giving a general description.
So it'd be fair to say that you weren't sure.
I was positive that it was you.
Who is you?
You. I'm looking at you.
He's thrown for.
How did you come to that conclusion? The you conclusion.
I'm looking at you.
How did you come to that conclusion? Did you?
What conclusion? Can you restate the question?
You're saying that you gave a description on the non-emergency phone line, correct?
It was on a non-emergency line.
So it would be fair to say at that time you had no name or knowledge of who the person was in your backyard. Would that be fair to say?
I had no idea who you were.
And so how can you say how can you say you then if you had no idea?
I'm looking at you. You were the guy.
And how did you come to that conclusion?
You and I were standing in the same yard looking at each other.
You have the same face still, idiot.
I was looking at you, dummy. What do you want? I love this guy. He's so awesome because he's not intimidated by Daryl Brooks. He called the police on Daryl Brooks, and now he's sitting there standing right up to him going, listen here, dumbass. I was talking to you. You. This goes on for a little bit. Trust me. He's awesome, Sean. Good job, Sean. Oh, man.
So is it possible you saw something on the news?
No, I had no idea who you were.
Interesting. Do you recall giving a description of approximately 5'9" and 160 pounds?
Yeah, something like that.
Something like that, or would that be accurate?
I didn't have a tape measure out. It was just a guesstimate.
Would it be fair to say that since you keep identifying me as you, would it be fair to say that I'm not 5'9" nor 160 pounds?
Yeah,
But you keep identifying me as you. Keep identifying me as you. Trust me, folks. We're going to get to the point where Jared works as the witness. Well, can you recall anything else that you can't recall?
Oh, no way.
Yeah. In the prosecution lost this objection. How can the witness recall something they don't recall? This guy Sean, he's gold. This is great because bear in mind, he's like, "Gee, tell him no 6'9". Bear in mind, you've been in jail for a year. Your appearance today is not the appearance of 1 year ago, dummy. So your appearance today does not matter. It's not. The prosecution will bring this up, but no, this guy's amazing. I told you, I promise you, folks. I know the first 7 days were a little slow. We had some fun moments, but no, it's going to heat up here. Over the next 4 days of trial, it's going to heat up. Oh, yes, it is.
Shoes on or off right now?
Would it be fair to say that I'm not 5'9", 160 pounds?
If you take your shoes off and step out of them, they could have a better.
Well, I'm not going to have them do that, but if you're able to answer the question, do you agree?
I'd
or
have to be
disagree?
standing next to him. That's what I made my judgment from. We were about 2 feet from each other.
Does it look like I'm 5'9"?
You're tiny.
I don't know. We were a lot closer.
Does it look like I'm 160 pounds?
Objection.
Browns.
It's irrelevant as to his appearance today, just like his hair isn't in dreadlocks today.
Sustained.
Objection.
Question.
Grounds for the sustain.
Next question, please.
You also said that, well, the narrative in the report said that the individual was later identified. Would that be fair to say?
Yeah, that'd be fair to say.
And so would it also be fair to say that because the individual was identified later, that's how you came to the conclusion of who it may have been in your yard?
Objection, I think that's
Grounds.
a statement, Your Honor. He's, again, reading a police report,
That's a question.
not authored by this witness. It's beyond the scope of the witness's knowledge.
It's actually the
It's-
report that he
Mr.
gave.
Booth, I've heard enough. If the objection is sustained, you may rephrase your question.
This is a Perry Mason moment right here. This is Matlock moment.
Did you follow the investigation after you had given the report on the non-emergency line?
It's kind of hard not to see it on TV. Can I clarify something or?
There's not a question just
Oh,
yet,
okay.
so
Right.
the state will have an opportunity to redirect if they deem it appropriate.
Okay.
Thank you.
So you made reference to it was kind of hard not to see it on the news. Would that be fair to say?
It was all over the news.
And would it be fair to say that from those news reports, you gained additional information that you didn't have that night?
Actually, what I did is went into work the next morning and pulled up the police report on the internet, and there you were in a mugshot. And I'm like, that's the guy.
So you got a further description from a mugshot?
No, I didn't get a further description. At the time, I didn't care who you were when you were in my yard. I didn't know who you were, what you had done, where you had been, any of that stuff.
So
Let him finish.
All I'm saying is you were trespassing in my yard at that time. That's all I can say. Other than that, that's all I can confirm. I don't know what you did. I don't know where you were. I don't know any of the other stuff. All I know is you were the guy in my yard.
the guy that you said was 5'9", 160 pounds.
Argumentative,
Grounds.
asked and answered.
Grounds.
Sustained.
Grounds.
Next question, you don't have to answer that.
And what prompted you to read or pull up the police report? grounds. He said it. He brought it out there.
Overruled. He may answer.
I was curious of actually who you were, and if you were the person that actually had done the atrocities that are on television.
And what prompted the curiosity?
A stranger was in my yard, unannounced, trespassing, asked them to leave, and they ended up catching somebody for doing something very bad, and I was wondering if that was the individual that had cut through my yard.
Sounds reasonable to me.
Daryl can't accept that.
Of course not.
It's just terrible what was done to him.
Please don't call him Daryl.
So it'd be fair to say at the time he wasn't privy to that knowledge yet. Grounds.
Sustained us to the form of the question.
At the time you pulled up the police report, as you say, you had no knowledge of the identity of the individual.
Hey, Venom.
I didn't know that you were going to be the person that had done that.
You keep referring to the you.
You. I'm looking into your eyes right now. You're the guy I'm talking about when I refer to you.
On the record to reflect that the witness used his right hand and index finger to point directly at the defendant. Next question, please.
He's acting like he's doing something over there. Idiot.
This is the best witness.
So you just made reference to looking the you in the eyes, but
The you?
you would need.
What would you prefer I call you?
You would need.
Looking the you in the eyes.
Do you think that's what he was writing down over there? Like trying to figure out like different ways to ask the question?
Oh, you were looking at the you in the eyes.
I'd love to see that paper he was writing on.
A flea bag. Maybe Daryl could be your sin to spin or spin to sin or whatever. Maybe not just J-Hip, but come on.
Yeah, and maybe he could help Tammy J with her fucking literacy.
Hi, Rosie T. How are you? How are you?
Hey, Rosie T.
Oh, Daryl, you're doing good. You're doing good with this one. Doing good.
Because you're not going by Daryl Brooks.
You would need me to step out of my shoes to tell my height and weight, right?
I'd have to also stand 2 feet from you.
Hold on, please. Mr. Brooks, you're directed under 90611 to ask a
Daryl's
question.
trying to take
and
his
not
shoes off right now.
That
Thank
was
you.
the question.
It was argumentative. Now, please rephrase your question. And then the witness is instructed to wait until a question is asked. And if there's any objection, then I rule on it first. Go ahead, next question.
Sound like you the one arguing.
Brooks, you're not testifying right now. You'll have an opportunity if you.
Sounds like he's the one who want to argue. Yeah. Hey, one want to argue. Yeah, man, I'm staying. Yeah, he's the one. Oh, that's true, Mary. He was pointing at the lawyer, not the defendant. Very good point. Very good point.
Can't imagine why this guy's being so rude to Daryl. I mean, the alleged defendant. Or the representative of the alleged defendant.
Alleged defendant. No, sir. You are the defendant. It's not alleged. That's nice sitting where you're sitting. This actually was brought up in court.
He's just holding the alleged defendant's spot in jail. That's it.
He challenged the court on that. It's alleged defendant, Your Honor. No, you are the defendant.
Dummy.
Oh, this is the best witness to date. We have more coming, though.
Later, please ask a question.
Yeah, I'm gonna get to it.
He's getting pissy already.
Mm-hmm.
This is the first witness, and he's already pissy.
I'm over here trying to make some shit up, Your Honor. Give me a minute.
Gray shirt days are not good days for her.
Gray shirt days.
Any reason why you didn't give a written statement to law enforcement?
Objection, argumentative,
Grounds.
irrelevant.
How's it argumentative?
Sustained. As to the form of the question. Next question, please.
Did you at any time give a written statement to law enforcement?
I don't believe so.
Any reason why not?
Objection,
Grounds.
argumentative, irrelevant.
Sustained.
Grounds for the sustain.
Mr. Brooks, please ask your next question.
Grounds for the sustain.
Oh my God, this guy.
I want to remind you all, watching this case is the reason why Judge J. decided to become a per se lawyer. All right? I watched this case and I decided to become a per se lawyer. And as you can see, I took down, on behalf of Megan Tugg and myself, I took down Lips and Doritos single-handedly without ever filing an actual motion. I wrote 4 motions, read them on my stream, and they ran for the hills. So if you want to know, this case is what led me to become a per se. And quite frankly, doing pretty good. Pretty good.
That was before you were drain drip or stain drip.
Yeah, that's where I was stain drip or rain. God, give me something. Even Paint Chips came up with something better when he called me J Jip.
Right.
Go with J Jip. That was much better. I mean, Paint Chips, even dummy Paint Chips did a slightly better job than Stain Drip.
Right? At least his was funny
But
sounding.
Tammy, if you watch the show, Tammy J reminds Slobby and Fleabag to start writing those refund checks tomorrow. It is February now, no permits. Just
Yeah.
little reminder out there for Tammy J. If you want to make a fleet cap, you're probably going to want to start helping out with those refund checks to all of your donors that you don't want to defraud. So you have to give them all their money back. We'll see how you manage this one. It's going to be interesting.
Right. And Tammy J, are you getting paid to be the new spy for all the hours of channels you have to watch and notes you have to take?
Job of it too, because she's like, my name is terrible and I don't know anything, but I think what happened was it's like, God dang.
And she gets it wrong all the time.
Bring back Stacy Nat. At least she, and this is what I like.
Stacy was good at that job, and Fleabag did not appreciate her.
You know what I like about Stacy Nat? Was on occasion, Stacy Nat would say, I hate to play devil's advocate, but all right, I respected that out of Stacy Nat. Love it. Now, she hasn't been on for 7 days. I think she's been sick or something. I think she's been sick. Prayers for Stacy Nat. I hope you're doing well, Stacy. All right. I hope Stacy's doing well. Yeah, Tammy sucks. Yeah, she does suck. Oh my goodness, Sister Sal. You didn't have to do that, Sister Sal, but thank you. I appreciate that. 20 gifted memberships from Sister Sal. Thank you so much. If you get those, thanks, Sister Sal.
That's amazing. Thank you.
Me. And we appreciate her. So thanks, Sister Sal. We love Sister Sal. And also remember, it's weird in here, but you'll get used to it. Do the noise, Ketchup.
No, don't do the noise at all. Just do your little shitty flute thing. There you go.
Thank you, Sister Sal. I appreciate it. I don't know, honestly, I like and subscribe. I don't do these streams necessarily to profit. This is a personal, I don't know, I'd say a passion project because it was important in my life, and also Ketchup hasn't seen it. And that's why it's really, really, really fun for me to watch it. It's not about anything else other than I really hope to get likes and subscribes and new followers. But thank you, Sister Cell. I do appreciate that so much. Also, I will like to say Megan Fox. So you can expect for your birthday, $350 is what you can expect on your birthday, according to the Just J Hip show. So plan on that, Megan Fox. I don't want you to overdraft your bank account again. You did better than Papa Hip, far worse than Mama Hip. But yes, no, thank you everyone for helping out Megan Fox yesterday. Because yes, $350 for Megan Fox. Well, for research fund, so we're crunching the numbers here, to help out my friend Megan Fox.
If she's still talking to you, that is.
By the way, Tog, I believe you owe me about $48, best I can tell. All right. Tell it, Tog, just saying.
Let me know how that works out, Jay.
Thank you, Sister Sal. I do appreciate that. Hang on, I gotta click a button here. We're gonna finish up our show here. We're just gonna finish up with this witness here, and then we're gonna end things. Here we go. Well, none of the money goes to Megan Fox, Faves. I mean, it all goes to me because I was doing her a solid. I was helping her.
Yeah, he's not actually giving anything to Megan.
No.
You said you pulled up the police report at work the next day, right?
No, I pulled up your mugshot.
But you did say police report. Would that be fair to say?
I just pulled up a mugshot.
You don't recall saying that you pulled up the police report specifically?
I specifically wanted to pull up the picture of the person that had committed those atrocities to see if that was the person that had cut through my yard, which confirmed it was.
And did you pull up the complaint?
No.
Have you ever seen the complaint?
I don't believe I have.
Have you yourself filed a complaint?
Nope.
Any reason why not? Grounds?
Relevant,
Sustained
argumentative.
as to the form of the question, and on relevance, next question.
Hopefully, Robert.
Do you recall who subpoenaed you to testify here today?
It's on the subpoena.
You don't recall?
I'd have to have the subpoena with me to read the name.
Do you recall if it was the district attorney's office?
It was.
Do you recall about how long ago you received the subpoena?
You can answer that.
A month or two ago, a couple months ago. I got a subpoena, so that's all I know. I had to show up at a certain time.
Mm-hmm. They also sent out
So
your
you knew it was a
subpoenas for
possibility
you,
that you
Daryl.
would be called to
Yeah.
testify.
I had no expectation of the subpoena until I went to the DA's office.
So you went to the DA's office?
They want to know. They ask.
This is funny because later on he gets into a battle with a lady that he subpoenaed because she had 2 subpoenas. He's like, "You got 2 subpoenas?" Well, yeah, I got one from the state. They decided not to question me, and then I got one from you. So yes, 2 subpoenas. They say yes and deal about it, and she's like, "Yeah, I mean, you subpoenaed me, dummy. Hi, Jen Thunder." But it's so cute because he's like, I'm confused. You said you got your subpoena in July. Now you're saying it's August? And she's like, yeah, got one in July from the state and one in August from you. He's such an idiot.
They want to see if you're worth having as a witness or if you actually had any information that was pertinent to the case.
And so would it be fair to say that you felt that you did?
I didn't know.
Grounds.
Sustain is to the form of the question that strike the last response. Please rephrase.
Did you feel that you had information that would be relevant to the matter?
That's an irrelevant question,
Grounds.
Your Honor.
Sustained. Next question, please.
Grounds for the sustain, Your Honor.
Next question, please.
Grounds for the sustain, Your Honor.
Next question, please.
Already said it. It's relevant.
Is that a judicial determination, Your Honor?
Oh my God.
Ask your next question, please.
Jerry needs to know.
When you went to the district attorney's office, do you recall whom you spoke with?
There was 3 or 4 people there. I don't recall their names. I recall their faces.
You said you do recall the names, not the faces?
No, I recall their faces, not their names.
Do you see any of those district attorneys in court here today?
I see one district attorney and one officer was in the room.
And for the record and for the jury, can you identify whom you're referring to?
I'd have to point.
I'll
Her,
stipulate,
yep.
Your Honor, I met with
And
Mr. Backler.
this officer here sitting behind them.
So the
Yes,
witness has
Detective.
pointed to District Attorney Sue Hopper and Detective Casey.
When Chelsea's like looking at him like, what dumb question are you going to ask?
Mm-hmm.
And that was around the time you first received the subpoena?
It was the time that the subpoena told me to show up.
It came when they told me to come. I don't know what you want.
What is he writing?
Oh, he's got to get the notes down for the appeal. The appeal.
It's not fair. They
Do you
talked
recall
to him
ever-
before. It's cheating.
You recall ever being told about the plaintiff in this matter?
Objection
Grounds.
vague.
Sustained is to the form of the question.
Here we go.
Do you know who the plaintiff is in this matter?
Objection
Grounds.
vague, beyond the scope of the witness's knowledge, legally inaccurate.
Sustained is to the form of the question.
38 more drinks, folks.
Did Attorney Hopper ever tell you who the plaintiff was in this matter?
The subpoena told me who the plaintiff was.
Oh,
you
he
recall
just
who the
learned her
plaintiff is?
name.
Daryl Brooks.
That's the plaintiff?
Or not the plaintiff, though. The plaintiff
Sorry, Wanda, I said
is,
that
I
wrong.
think, city of Waukesha or state of Wisconsin. I'm not sure.
And it'd be fair to say that that's not a living, breathing human being.
Objection
Grounds.
relevance.
Sustained, not relevant. Next question.
You got him, Yamaha. You got him.
Hey, Yamaha.
Are you aware that only a living, breathing human being can make a claim?
Objection
Grounds.
irrelevant. Argumentative.
Grounds.
Sustained for those reasons, and it's also not an accurate statement.
Definitely not.
Four more
Definitely not
drinks.
argumentative.
4 more drinks.
Under 90611, I need you to move on from this topic and ask a different line of questions, please.
Move on from what topic you're on.
Next question, sir.
The one you're on.
Can I know what topic you're referring to, Your Honor?
Next question, please.
If I don't know the topic, how would I know to go in a different direction?
Mr. Brooks, under 90611, I need you to ask a question.
Oh, you know.
Do you know if there's even a plaintiff in this matter?
Objection irrelevant.
Sustained. Under 90611, sir, please move on from this topic or I will declare your cross-examination closed.
Under what law and fact, Your Honor?
Under 90611, please ask a question.
And where can I find 90611?
This is your last opportunity to ask a question, sir.
Your Honor, the jury deserves to know this information.
All right, then the state, any redirect?
No redirect. Thank you, Judge.
All right, thank you, sir. You may step down. State may call its next witness.
Doing a great job, Daryl.
That is where I'm going to leave you fine folks off today. I hope you enjoyed the show. Trust me, day 8 and day 9 have a lot of sparks that fire off. I believe day 9 and 11 are my favorites. But day 8 that we're currently in, it does have some sparks that fly. We will have a good time with day 8. We'll get back to that. Good job. Read your book. Yeah, come on to read your book, dummy. It's on the table. It's on the table. But we do get to Daniel Ryder on our next stream. And then we get to the female officer who actually arrested him with the body cam.
Oh, the one that tackled him with all those other officers?
Slammed him. He was slammed. Slam.
She must have been stomping him.
He's like, look at me. I'm not. He's like, look at me. I'm not even that big. Why they slamming me to the ground? Gave me a dented shoulder. Got dented shoulder because of her. That I'll get introduced into court on day 8 as well. So plan for that. Also, if you haven't subscribed and become a member of the Fleabag Show for $4.99, don't forget. A lot of members only stuff coming over there. A lot of members only lives coming over there for $4.99. Go over to the Fleabag Show, become a member, and check out their very zero amount of content on members only. By the way, on Tuesday morning, I will give you a members only stream over here for just 99 cents. All right, it's pretty standard. Your old fat dad will get mad at me. Maybe we can lure Clark Stark back. By the way, people, if you see Clark Stark, please go tell him Just JF loves Clark Stark. All right, it wasn't personal. I always joke and give people in the chat a hard time. Trust me, Clark. Check out my interactions with Schmitty.
Maybe you should send him a t-shirt, Jay, for the next time he goes over to hang out with Ray.
I'm going to have to. Clark, Stark. Clark, it's never personal. Trust me. I mean, even Schmitty sucks, but you don't see Schmitty leaving. Schmitty just gets thrown under the bus for no reason.
Non-stop every stream.
So trust me, Clark. If I'm picking on you in chat, it's because I like you. All right. Come back to the Just JF show and remember, if you see Clark Stark, tell Just JF I like Clark Stark. And quite frankly, he's not worse than Schmitty. Schmitty is the worst. The worst of them all is this terrible Schmitty. I don't even want him in my chat anymore.
If you see Clark, tell him to go back and watch the stream after he left his comment.
And don't forget, JD's terrible too. JD. Just spoiler alert, yeah, he spoiled the whole stream. Now everybody knows exactly what happens to Daryl Brooks. It was a secret. JD ruined it, ruined the show, ruined it for everyone. Terrible JD 5061, worst person on planet Earth. This is JD 5061. I don't even like him. Oh, no, I like Fleabag better than him. He's terrible. Oh, wait. No. Calvin is the worst. Don't forget this. Calvin Stover always asking me questions. Stop asking me questions, Calvin. All right? If you didn't donate to the cause, then screw you. I didn't answer shit.
Email me so I can block you.
So no. Yes.
Bye, Peculiar.
It says, nope, Jay is the worst. I know. I take shit from you people every day. You're going to get a little back occasionally. Oh, boy. Well, I really hope Clark hears this and doesn't go running over to Ray's stream and becoming a member over there or something, because, quite frankly, it was funny.
I don't think Clark is into morons like that.
Yeah, so
because it's hard to understand what the hell Ray's talking about.
So. Anyways, if you're out there, you see him in any other chat, let him know. Just sorry, much love, but no, I pick on people that I like. All right, that's what I do. If that wasn't the case, Chup wouldn't be on my show.
And he wouldn't be calling me Chup.
Thank you all for being here. I hope you had a good time. I hope I provided you a good show with Chup today. I hope you enjoyed it. We'll return to this probably on Friday morning, possibly. Let me see. If Star doesn't return on Wednesday evening, I'll have to check with her. I might switch it up like I did last week and do a DB on Wednesday and then do a Friday Flea show. Let me see what they do, but also it's really about, let me see if Star's going to be available this Wednesday. I would think she would be, but I'll check with her. I'll check in with her tomorrow on Monday and see if she's going to be able to be there. If so, I plan to get back to normal schedule. You know what? Ketchup. I'm being honest with you guys. Thursday night, no people watch. Just J-Hip had never felt more refreshed in my life for a Saturday show and for Friday shows. And I'm going to try and continue Thursday night people watches, but I want to tell you something. It might start being like an every other week thing. I've never felt more refreshed than having a night off. Because I do my Thursday morning with Rosalind Duke. I'm sure I'm going to do it this week. I'm just saying, folks, don't get mad at just J-Hip if I occasionally take a Thursday night off. Wow, I have never felt more refreshed. Just doing the 8 streams a week rather than 9. But I'm gonna try. I'm gonna try and keep it going. But I'm just saying. I plan to do one this Thursday. I'm just saying, I don't know. There might be an occasional Thursday where I take another night off because, boy, I felt so refreshed for Saturday shows and for Friday shows. It was nice. It was nice. The night off didn't help the People Watch show. I'm sorry, Robin. I'm sorry. I'm going to do it this week, but no, it just made me feel good. It just made me feel good. Because
you guys got to remember, Jay works a full-time job.
Yeah, I do 40 hours a week, and then
third shift.
And I do typically do 9 shows a week, one with Rosalind. So no, it was a really, really nice. Oh man, I felt so comfortable because normally by Saturday afternoons when we do the big show, oh my God, I'm just like, just gonna throw this, because I'm tired, and I always want my Saturday show to be like the best, So we'll see what we can do. But like I said, if I, and even Maria says Thursdays are tough for me too. Thursdays, yeah, like I said, it's nothing personal. It's not like I don't want to do it. It's just I've never felt better having an actual night off where all I had to do was show up to a Rosalind Duke show where I don't have to prep anything, do nothing. I just show up and then have the night off. Oh man, I don't know. It was great. We'll see. If you guys hate me for it, all right. If I see like 10 people unsubscribe, you're gonna force me to it. You want to force me into this? Is that what you want to do? The blood is on your hands, I say, says Laura Owens.
Don't get carried away, Jay.
But no, and also Thursdays. There is a lot going on with Ricada and Tug and Megan. There's so much, but it's draining. I don't know how you loons do this on the daily. You know, a bunch of mental cases. That's right, Yamaha. It can be draining. And boy, I tell you, I had never felt like I had a better Saturday show or even Friday DB show or Friday night people watch than being completely like rested. It was awesome. You're allowed a day off, Jay. Even you need a break. Thank you, April. Appreciate more. So if you unsub to just Jay Hip, if I take a day off occasionally, I hope you understand. But you know what day I don't take off? Ketchup?
What day?
Tuesday. It's members only.
Oh, of course.
I'm no terrible flea bag over here. No, I'm not. I give you what you pay for, a quarter a week. Yeah, a quarter a week to be a member of the Just Jay Hemp Show. And yes, I will not cancel my members only. Oh, no, Robert says to cancel until I become a member. Well, yeah, we're going to keep you. There'll be more gifted memberships, Robert. We'll see if we get you one again. Much love. Thank you, folks, for being here. I love you. I hope you have a great day. Go check out Jeremy House tonight. I'll try and be in the chat, but we'll see. It's already 11:30 and I still have to go to bed. So I'll try and wake up by 7 or so and hit the show if I can. Much love. And by the way, if you don't see me over there, tell Jeremy House I said hi. Much love. And I will try and be over there if I wake up. All right. Have a great day. And as we always say over here, Ketchup.
All the best.
All the best.